started streaming. All right. Thank you for the retweet, Lid. Bozo, which image of the are you gonna use one of the image you gave me for the quote tweet?
Perhaps. You know what? I might, because I haven't tweeted anything in a while. So it'll be like the first thing I tweeted.
Yeah, I was talking with Crumb on stream about how Crumb has more Twitter followers than you, apparently. I think I asked him specifically, do you bring that up to Bozo? And Crumb's words were all the time.
Yeah, he brings it up all the time, but it doesn't really work because the thing is, yeah, he has more followers than me.
You don't post consistently. You go on.
Let's look. First of all, post consistency. I get more likes than him normally on all my posts. Second of all, let's look at the ratio here. I have 679 to 385. Crumb, on the other hand, has 664 to 735. That's not a very good ratio. I have a 200 follower ratio.
You have a very tight ratio. Mine's almost 1 to 1. It's getting better though. But
I'm following 446 people, and I have 5425 followers.
Anyway, we've given enough time for a prologue. Let me just get the Lid. By the way, are you here? You've been very quiet. I just want to make sure everyone's here.
Hello.
Okay.
Lid's always quiet.
So let me give you a little explanation of what we're actually doing here. So for the really old Andy heads, you will remember that last year I did a stream where at the beginning of 2021 I wrote down some predictions, and then I did a stream going over them and giving you new one. Well, I'm very proud that I made it consistently through a whole year and have made it back to the point. It's time for 2023 stream, and I think I got some good categories, some good predictions. But before we do that, obviously, we have to look over.
Oh, so I'm getting some.
I know. Hold on. I see it. I'm dealing with it. It's better.
Okay, we have to go over last year's predictions, and I will say I've been looking at it kind of sporadically all year. Thank you, Byrne, for this tier 1 subscription. Hi, Rebecca is nature, or Rebecca is not there, and hi, Byrne. Thank you for the subscription. But what I was gonna say is I've been looking at that all year, and while I did obviously get most of them wrong, I did get the amount right that I think I was expecting when I made them. I'm not making predictions that are necessarily safe or obvious, but I'm not also going too out there. My goal when making predictions is, do I think that based on the way the industry works in time, that could it happen?
Say is he bullshits it. He bullshits it the entire time. It's all complete. None of this matters because half of this is probably not going to happen. But it's
fun.
It's what could theoretically happen. So we're thinking about it.
So yeah, we got the PowerPoint up. We should have it all ready to go. Let me just get that up, and now we will start with this year's stream. With last year's. So, starting off, as we normally do, with last year's Sony predictions. Generally do these in categories. The first prediction of 2022. Eli, would you like to read this
out? Sure. Andy.
No, you gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Well,
Andy, knowing some of your affiliations, I don't know if that's a good caption.
Shut up, Puzzle.
Andy thought that Ape Escape would come back in 2022. Unfortunately, the Hitlerites at Sony decided not to bring back Ape Escape.
They, in fact, did not announce any new platformers over the past year. This wasn't that surprising. There were rumors, I think, speculating really hard up into the lead up of the PS5 that it was gonna come back, but it seems like no.
Which is fucked up because they love parading the corpse of Ape Escape. That's the part that bothers me, right? It's one thing it's one thing if they like never mentioned Ape Escape and then never made a new Ape Escape game, like how fucking Nintendo's been doing with Star Fox. Or it's like they don't even pretend he's like alive anymore. But they consistently keep using Ape Escape in like all their conferences and all their shows. They show those little heathens. They don't do shit with them. Also, Blue Sprint subscribed for tier 1.
Thank you, Blue
My major
Spruce.
prediction is a new shut up. It's a new handheld style platform with style
We already
PSP.
got
Also
one of
with
those last year.
Hey,
It's kind
shut
of
up.
called the Steam Deck.
Shut up. Rebecca also said no new Spyro, but they added a wiki for that side face. Just kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I think it's supposed to be a sad kind of crying face. But anyway. So.
And also, Sony doesn't really have, family-friendly games.
I mean, they did Astrobot.
So
they did a new Ratchet and Clank, and they did the.
Obviously, Ratchet and Clank, but I'm saying they don't have that many. So
that's true. But
Ape
I
Escape's
figured
gonna be right now.
Ratchet and Clank has been invaded by. And I got no beef with them, but people who really are into breeding. So I don't know. Like all the Ratchet and Clank stuff I see is all about the one female Ratchet getting pregnant.
To be fair, that all of the game's titles are double entendres. Bozo, I think I'll have you read the next one. You ready?
Yeah. Venom will get a boss fight demo when Shody shows off the game. He will not be Harry Osborn because he'll be Carnage.
Harry Osborn, people be Carnage.
I see what you're saying. You're predicting that they're going to do like an old switcheroo with like what the Ultimate Comics did, where the Ultimate Comics made Peter Parker Carnage, but they're just like going to make it Harry Osborn. That could be very well true. I don't think they're going to do that though. I think they're going to show off Kraven. I don't think they're going to show off Venom as their big fight.
That would
because Venom's the main villain. They don't like to show off the main villain if we're going to make any prediction off of what they did with the initial Spider-Man demos, which they didn't even show off a lot of like the main villains. All the villains they show off was like Shocker. But even then, I even think me saying Kraven is still a bit of a push. They're probably going to show off like a C-list. Like if Mysterio's in the game, they're going to show off Mysterio. But they're not going to show off any of the main villains because they didn't do that with the original game. The closest we got was like the tease cutscenes
with the
during
Sinister
the Wrath
Six.
demo.
They did tease.
Yeah, but even that's like that was they never showed off a fight. They just showed off that they're in the game.
Yeah, and the results is we didn't get a Spider-Man trailer at all, but hey, Harry might still be Carnage.
I think Harry being Carnage is honestly the best prediction there. That's something that I can see happening. Also, Bird Defenders, I want to point out, you joke about they're gonna make a remaster. They're gonna make a remaster of The Last of Us remake. Well, they're thinking about apparently they are genuinely thinking about making a remake of Horizon.
Yes, the Horizon is on that.
That's not even that fucking far off.
Yeah, that's a real blow. Lid, would you like to read the next one?
Yeah, where is it?
It's on stream on Discord. All right, Lid.
I don't know. There it is. Gran Turismo 7 servers will go down sometime this year, rendering the game unplayable. That happened within like the first month.
Yes. Now, to be fair, it only happened once, but it did happen. It did. That is a.
So GT7 is always online.
Yes, even in single player.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's bad. That's something that's like, oh, that's a big fucking stink mark on that game for me.
You know what other game did that? Fucking Call of Duty, and it bit them in the ass. I don't know why games keep doing this. It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, why not do what Doom like Eternal did, where you make the single player and multiplayer just separate executables if you've got a problem with this.
You know what's dumb is Guilty Gear Strive. Like, I'm pretty sure you can play it like offline. If you don't have an internet connection, but it always checks your internet connection as soon as it boots up before you can do anything.
That's great. Rebecca is not here. Says more like Horizon shit game, and Brent
That's
says
real. Also, Tank Buster 95. You said speaking of The Last of Us, those Skyrim remasters seem like old hat now. I assume you mean old shit or whatever, but that is true. They do seem. It is weird how like the first
old
original.
Hat is an expression. Old hat.
Yeah, but
is,
I know it's an expression, but knowing the crass, crude nature of the Andy viewership, I just didn't think they'd be using that.
All right, so Sony round 2. Who would I like to read this one? I think Eli. I think we'll go the loop.
Okay. Though, if you ever have any that are, I guess, suitable for one of us, you can.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
looking at it in the
I just want to point out, to the viewers, this stream is the equivalent of during the standardized testing season of school when the teachers have nothing to do, so
Yeah.
they just play Uno with the class. That's what we're doing with you right now.
Absolutely.
We have nothing to do, so we're doing this.
Absolutely.
All right. Spider-Man PS4 and Shadow of the Colossus remake will have PC ports announced. Still no Bloodborne. And
that's it.
Did we get Shadow of the Colossus?
No, we did not get Shadow of the Colossus, but we also didn't get Bloodborne, which I'm calling because I think.
Shit, nigga.
You're never gonna get a Bloodborne. You're never getting a Bloodborne.
Yeah, no, they can't get that game to run at
also
60 on a PS5. You're not getting a
also take Buster. Don't be sorry. What you did say was an actual old phrase. I literally just got called out for being an idiot, and I had to come up with a reason why I wasn't an idiot, but I was just being an idiot. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Gay. Why would you do that?
Speaking of gay, huge fucking faggots that suck dick, here's Cole.
I will also say I didn't predict that we would get Miles the same year as that. That's kind of nice.
That makes sense to me. That I saw coming a mile away because
it's the same engine and the same map. Of course, they're just gonna.
It's literally because the thing about Insomniac is they are fucking golden.
Yeah, they are the number one Sony developer right now.
No, but they are really. What I mean is like they're really golden with resources. So like Miles Morales, I saw coming out at the same time as in terms of ports. I saw the port going at the same time because like they're really, really, really fucking good at building that shit in case they ever have to. Right? Like that was why I mean the Spider-Man PS4 port like didn't have that many problems on launch. I mean aside from just the fact that it was like super fucking big.
Lid, would you like to read the next one?
Sure.
What the fuck is Andy? What are we?
Sony will announce at least 3 timed indie exclusives for PS5 as a way of showing they're taking indie devs seriously.
The answer is I'm pretty sure they didn't do that. Like I don't remember them ever. Like I looked back through the year. I don't think they like pushed off like in the same way that Microsoft has been showing off big day one Game Pass indie gets. I don't think like Sony.
Your mic cut out. You might want to repeat that.
I don't think Sony has been doing the same thing. Yeah, I figured. I don't think like because I remember there was a report in 2021 or 2021.
Yeah, you should, Burn.
That was like Sony has a problem getting indie devs on indie games on consoles and working with indie devs, and then they came out later that they changed some of their policies to like fix that. What did Sony announce? Not much in terms of in-house stuff.
You know what they did announce? You know what
Last
Sony
of Us
announced?
remake.
No, you know what they announced though? A big indie game.
What?
Big indie game. Big shit, dude. They are making
big indie game.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Cole. Cole, don't say that. Well, you can't say that's not good.
Let's let Andy get
we got a lot of slides to go. Let's keep moving.
I don't want to be here forever, so let's go through this.
What I wanted to say was they're making Castle Crashers too.
Oh, are they?
That was a big.
That is at least
Why did you believe that? You would have heard of that, you fucking idiot.
I actually thought I heard of Castle Crashers 2, but I could not remember.
No, they're not making Castle Crashers 2. They're making
Asshole Crasher.
Cole, would you like to read the next one?
They're making fucking male prostate shakers too.
Join the stream on Discord so you can read these.
Okay.
What did somebody announce again?
I'm sorry,
nothing.
Which one?
This
one. They have no games. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? They have so many games, you dumb bastard. They sounded like, what are you talking about?
No,
they're all
they
going
have
to be
no
going down
games.
around the same
They have
Bozo, let Cole.
PS5 has no games.
Bozo, we gotta keep moving.
Stupid.
Come on.
We gotta keep moving. We have to keep moving. Stop it.
The PS5 has no games, just like the PS3.
Cole, come on.
You're a fucking pedophile.
All right. So the rumored Men in Black game will have you being a new recruit in the organization, and Will Smith's character will be in it, but he won't be Will Smith.
Yeah. Why did you? I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, chat. Can we make fun of Andy for putting all his chips down on the Men in Black game? Like, I don't know why he thought this is the one that was gonna take. This is the one
I was kind of happy.
This is gonna be the launch title for the PS5.
So
this is Men in Black.
Who the fuck? Like, you had so many other games They not only were rumored, but had more evidence that they were going to come out.
So I can tell you why. Would you like to know
Gosh,
why?
I've literally never heard anything to suggest that game was being made.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
Joe.
like Andy.
And did you get this from like Resetera or something like that?
What happened was
Yes, he does. He gets it from like he gets it from r/teenagers. He's a fucking psychopath where he gets his information.
No, dude, he gets it from NBA Circle Jerk.
Can I? The reason why. So the reason why I went with this is because it was a rumor that I remember was floating around right December of last year. It's probably fake. I was catching my bets.
But you could have picked like Armored Core. You could have picked the Wolverine game. You could have picked any of these things, and you decided to go with the Men in Black game,
there is a Wolverine prediction coming. Don't worry.
All right, let's keep
also,
going.
these are things that I wrote in
PS5
December 2021.
No, Andy, I was there for that stream, and I remember thinking, why the fuck is he talking about the Men in Black?
Okay.
I think I really went on this same way.
This slide was made wrong, so we're just gonna plow through it. So PSVR 2 will be revealed alongside an new exclusive Uncharted game. No, they announced a Horizon shooter instead, which makes sense because they have more assets for that probably to cobble something together. Codename Spartacus. This was the teaser for the Sony Retro Initiative where they really release games.
No way.
I predicted they'd have 20 of all three of the PlayStation consoles, and it'll be a $15 extra tier, but no Vita or PSP. We got PS1 and PSP games. We didn't get 15. I think 15 was the only one we got. I still don't think we have 15 PSP games on that service. And a bunch of the PS2 games they put on there are
My Steam Deck
only.
has more games than that service.
It does. It's embarrassing how bad this service... Like, the only thing that I can say...
I don't think they did anything wrong. I think you guys are being mean.
The only thing that I can say about that service is that at least you can buy the game standalone. You don't need to get the subscription to get all of the games. You can just go to the shop and get them, at least in most regions, I think. Some of them, I think it's spotty. Isn't it easier now to emulate the PS2 and 3 on the newest Xbox than PS5? I think so, yes. I think
Oh, you can emulate PS1 on your phone.
Well, PS1 emulation is fine. That's the one console they got.
No,
right,
dude, you can emulate the PS1 on your phone if you have an iOS, dude. They've cracked it. It's fun. It's bad.
Anyway, and finally, I predicted that there would be no Wolverine news this year, and I was right.
Wow, good one.
It is.
I can predict the sun's gonna come up tomorrow.
Okay, Microsoft time.
Is there anything even to talk about?
Predict that
they had no games this year.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that more.
They're gonna what? Have the cast of It's gonna be what, Cole?
Bozo, I'm gonna have you read this one.
They're gonna be knocking on your door.
Halo Infinite's second campaign section will be revealed at E3 and launch in October. Why me for this one? I don't care.
I thought you were a Halo fan. I guess I should have made Joe.
No, I played it as a kid at my friend's house. The friends that used to pick on me and call me and be really mean to me.
My bad.
I mean, I have fond memories of Halo. Like, I'm nostalgic for Halo, but honestly, Halo could they could kill Master Chief in real life.
Master Chief will die.
It turns out there isn't going to be a second single-player Halo Infinite campaign, because originally they were like Halo Infinite will be like the next 10 years of Halo, just like Destiny will be 10-year plan. Turns out which is
always a great move, always always
the best.
Always do that.
But the thing is,
Xbox has no game.
They don't. But the thing
they
is,
really don't. Xbox. We make fun of Sony. Xbox is fucking dead.
But the thing is, apparently like 2/3, if not more, of Microsoft's employee strategy is contractors. And the thing is, for Halo 343, Infinite was still technically built on a heavily modified version of the Halo 1 engine. It's really hard to get short-term contractors.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, but wasn't it on the fucking Slipspace engine? I'm pretty sure that was just a new engine.
Well, okay, I might be misremembering that. I thought that was a modified one because I remember
Yeah,
that
it was
they were.
created for Halo Infinite. It's not.
I thought
Wow,
it.
Andy.
Okay, this one that was my.
Bad.
But the point is,
Bad
they were
book,
using a
dude.
proprietary engine that
ND has no
is
games.
let me finish. That was
Like
not
me,
as
Don't
difficult
pick
to
on me.
that was not as easy to program for as something like UE5, which when
Yeah.
you're using contractors who are only around for a couple years means that you teach people how to use the engine, struggle through that process, and then once they finally have a good handle on it, they leave. Unlike which is why switching over to Unreal Engine for the future of single player Halo is a very smart move. The next
All right,
one.
next.
Yeah. Let me figure out who I wanna. Oh, Lid. I think you'll be good for this one.
What is it? Everwild will get a gameplay trailer and a 2023 date, but no Perfect Dark or Fable footage. I don't think we heard anything about any of these games.
No, we did
yet.
not. No, we did fucking not again. Did not hear.
Walter, I don't
It's-
think we're getting any Everwild footage soon, Walter.
Been working on that game since what, 2019 at least, 2018. It's been a while.
No, they've been working on that game. They've been working on that game.
Engine autism is really bizarre to me, says Tankbuster95. And what about the hit game High on Life made by famous auteur Justin Roiland? I don't think we knew about that game when that, so I don't think there's any predictions for that in here.
Yeah, I think
it's
they
so
announced
cool.
that game like either
Yeah,
really
it
late
was-
last year or early this year.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until E3 when the trailer came out. So
It was early this year when they announced it. Because the thing, say what you want about Squanch Games, I hate that that's their fucking name. Say what you want about Squanch Games, for some reason they are like they are fucking cracked when it comes to getting shit out. Like they are really good at playing, probably because they don't usually they have like kind of like their games never really require a lot of money.
no,
Like they don't require a lot of money, or they're really good at getting money from like for example, the first two big Squanch games were like paid for entirely by Sony to get on PlayStation VR.
which is very funny
right, like
given
they were
that
all like they were like tech demos.
that this one was a launch Game Pass thing. Anyway,
That's cool, man.
let's have Joe. Let's have you read the next one.
My what?
Let's have you read the next one.
It's on the Discord stream.
Oh, okay, it's on the Discord stream.
Okay.
Wait, in the stream chat?
No, in the stream
No.
on Discord.
You want to go to lobby?
Yes. No. ND's
Oh, Gears 6 is going to be open world like Halo Infinite. I could go 50-50 on that one because like Gears 5 had some weird semi-open world elements.
I
So
remember hearing about that.
I don't know if it'll be fully open world like Halo Infinite because I think they learned their lesson on that, but I could buy that.
But there was no Gears news this year, regardless. There was a rumored collection, but that
My
no.
prediction is that summertime
Supposedly, I
Saga is
mean,
gonna
what the
finish.
collective
Summertime
what
Saga's
the
not coming
collective
out.
is working on is
No.
like a game that isn't Gears. They actually are doing something before Gears 6, apparently.
That's good. Okay. Eli, I think you'll read the next one.
Sure, although I don't have much of an opinion on Microsoft.
I think you will for this one. I chose you the.
Okay. Sure. Yeah,
We're chosen for a specific
Rare
purpose.
Replay will come to PC. That did not happen.
Poured it already, please.
And it's like
Please.
the one thing I would have an opinion on. You're right.
Come on, that Halo 5 I kind of get now that Infinite's out, and it's like you kind of want to sweep Halo 5. Why is Rare Replay not on? Is the one Xbox exclusive still? Why? Come on.
Summertime Saga will finish development next year.
You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up
Oh,
on Summertime Saga, dude.
They gave the original Halo games to PC, so I think they could give Rare Replay to PC. There's
You'd
no one
think.
who's like, well, I would buy an Xbox, but I can just get Rare Replay on PC.
You'd think.
Like,
Something Unlimited will finish.
I would also
development
like to
next
say
year.
Stop talking
Uh,
about these fucking games.
that there would that this year's update. Oh, there was one prediction I forgot to put in the PowerPoint. It was on the new Minecraft update. That would be like an official Aether mod.
Andy.
We didn't get that. Anyway, next. This one is mostly the Bethesda predictions. So
Let's go.
I think
cool.
we'll
didn't mean that.
have Joe start with this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on one second. Okay.
Andy make it
Red,
black people
Redfall
do
gameplay.
all his work
Here,
on
we'll have
those
the players
fucking
getting caught in a
7
vampire and
65.
werewolf fight. What did bro mean by this?
You know how like you've seen Underworld. You know that like and also kind of World of Darkness that fucking vampires and werewolves hate each other. Like I thought it would be more than just vampires. No, this game
Oh,
just is vampires.
That's actually a false stereotype that Andy's perpetuating right now.
Yes, thanks.
You know, trying
Yeah.
to.
Also, I just want to point out, vampires are kind of like the faggot monsters. So, I just want to kind of bring that up. This is like a thing I want to bring up. If you like vampires, you kind of suck. That's it. There's no other. Like, I can't add to this conversation either way. Redfall, this fucking looks like ass.
Bozo, was that supposed to be a double entendre?
You like if you don't like vampires, you suck, or if you do?
Yeah, because it could go either way. Anyway, who should I have read the next one?
4 Elements Trainer will finish this development this year.
Bozo, how about you?
Okay. 6 Days in Fallujah will finally get released. Andy, what are you talking about that?
I can read it.
Avowed will not show up this year because it was canceled after Microsoft got Bethesda.
So this one,
you meant to say
Bro.
Evolve. First of all, you meant to say Evolve that already came out, but they made Back 4 Blood instead.
no. So Avowed was a fantasy RPG that was made by Obsidian. I believe it was shown off the E3 before they bought Bethesda, and my assumption was that like, oh, why would you have Obsidian make an Elder Scrolls game if you own the company that's making Elder Scrolls 6? That's probably wrong, but I think it is. There is at least somewhat sound logic of like, and especially since we didn't see any gameplay. It was the Vegas CG trailer that is the only thing we've seen of this game. So, yeah.
23 prediction: Andy will finally get vaccinated this year and stop calling himself a pureblood every time the mic.
Lid,
We're not on stream.
Yeah, what did Andy mean by this?
Lid, you can read the next one.
Single player Quake
reboot will be teased at E3 showing up at proper.
Okay.
We didn't even get a Quake 2 re-release this year. We
Well,
got.
I mean, to be fair, like I genuinely thought they were going to show the game this year. I mean, they teased it at QuakeCon, but they did not show it.
Yep. I'm excited for it. I didn't put any predictions for it in the 2023 just because I don't want to like I don't want to do like directly follow up with the same prediction 2 years in a row. I think that's a little lazy. But yeah. So next up, more Bethesda predictions. All right. Let's see. Who do I...
Howard will kill himself live on Instagram.
Actually, Cole, you can read that one.
Should be in fuck guy is gonna get drafted.
Cole.
Yeah. Todd will
This
say
did
it's
not
just
happen.
worse when talking about something in Starfield.
No,
I don't think we talked about Starfield.
No, we did see Starfield.
They straight up showed gameplay.
Yeah, they showed it was the end of the Xbox
They
show.
showed gameplay. Oh, what the fuck? What rocket? Did you want to be a games journalist?
Yeah, no.
No, I used to be, and now it's like, damn, a new Pokemon game came out? What the
That
fuck?
was real as fuck. When that Pokemon game came out, I thought I actually was living under a rock. I didn't know that happened. I was like, wait, they made another one?
Dude,
Well, to be
I
fair,
didn't
you
know
would not have
Midnight
thought they would have
Suns
released
came out.
One at the beginning of the year and then one at the end of the year. So
It's insane.
I didn't know that the new.
They made
fucking,
2 this year?
Yeah, they did.
they made 2.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
One at the beginning, one at the end.
Bro, Pokemon
I didn't know that
No,
Midnight
no.
Sun came out until like a week ago.
See,
Well, to
I
be
knew
fair, a
Midnight
lot
I
of
thought the
people
people
didn't.
were joking.
A lot
I
of
only
people
knew it
didn't know
came
that.
out. I only knew it came out because I play so much Civ 6. Whenever I launch it, I have to see the 2K launcher try and desperately gaslight me into buying Midnight
I'm sorry
Suns.
you have to use the 2K launcher, Bozo.
It's a fine launch.
Bozo,
Andy.
you can read the next one.
Okay. DG Idea Jones will be a callback to the opening of the Raiders with the other, but in a Iraqi or Iraq. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. Can you read it? I kinda can't read it.
But in an Iraqi temple, and will feature Nazis in like the callback. Still haven't seen it. I believe
I'm sorry, Andy. Remind me to always play poker against you, because you bet against the stupidest shit. You put all your money down on the worst fucking shit. Men in Black in the Indiana Jones game, brother.
Hey, at least that Indiana Jones game is real.
Is it?
Yeah, they announced
what's
it.
The info on it?
Yeah, but that's a
like,
long.
actually...
I think they literally announced that when they fucking greenlit it. It's a long ass time. I mean,
Also, Andy.
Yeah, but Microsoft loves showing games super early. But yes, what Bozo?
You remember there was going to be an Indiana Jones game in 2005 for the Xbox 360. It was going to be a launch title. It was going to be one of the first big games to use a fully rack.
Yeah, and then it just ended up being shovelware on the Wii.
No, it never came out.
Oh, okay.
No. The Wii game is actually the Wii version of that game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Staff of Kings, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Indie Staff of Kings, but the people who did the Wii port actually finished the game, and LucasArts' main team didn't, so they just released the Wii version.
So anyway,
you know what other game almost came out? It was the Dirty Harry game. I always kind of wish we got it.
So anyway, now it's time for Sega. Not Sonic. That's its own Sega. There we go.
Oh, Andy, you have your own section for Sonic? Is that?
Of course I do.
God damn it.
We'll get to that, but Lid, you can read this first one.
Andy.
What, Bozo?
Continue.
Lid.
This year's retro revival is Crazy Taxi, and on top of having a standard mode, there's a secondary mode based on food delivery.
Yeah, you can be a grunt.
Only.
Yeah.
Andy, you are smoking dick with these predictions.
Yeah.
What the fuck are these
Andy on September 10th, 2001 is actually I've been putting all my money into airlines.
So to be fair, they have been rumoring. It seems like they are
really
actually making a new Crazy Taxi.
Time, soon the internet's gonna be on there and everything.
By the way,
no, I could see
no new Vegas predictions.
So the worst part about your bit, Cole, is for that bit to truly work, Andy would have to take his money out of the Saudi oil kings and put it into the airliners.
But yeah, I'm disappointed. We should come on, bring back Crazy Taxi. Eli, I'll have you do this one.
All right. SMT 5 will be released on PC and PS5 by April 2022. Persona 6 will be teased with no release date. Andy, you are
in my defense for that one, I'm pretty sure. No, shut the fuck up and let me tell you this. I'm pretty sure there was
Andy, you have the opposite of whatever the dead zone power is.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that when people were modding in the SMT5 on the Switch and emulators and stuff, they found stuff in the code indicating a PS5 and PC port.
All right, I agree with you about SMT5, especially because there are plenty of Switch games that have got ports later to PC and PS4, PS5.
Yeah, that was way too
early. The Persona 6 thing, they are not done milking Persona 5 yet.
I think they kind of are. I think they're not going
to
make it.
They're close.
Andy.
Andy, I did not expect to see it in 2022.
Until every single Fujoshi is working in the fucking coal mines to afford another Morgana plush, they are not done milking Persona 5.
Dude, if you want to know how good it is to milk Persona fans, they released a deluxe celebratory edition, anniversary edition of the Persona 5 soundtrack on vinyl, which by the way is the most mid-jazz music you'll ever hear in your life. And they sold it.
There's
for
some okay ambient stuff in it.
You want to take this outside?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Bozo.
I don't know. For some reason, I think that my opinion.
I think it's fine, but in kind of a lounge.
I do not think your opinion is jazz, because here's where you're forgetting. You're light skinned. I'm Jewish. Generally, I'm above you in the jazz pipeline.
All right, Bozo, would you like to read the next one?
No, let's talk about money, because also Cuban jazz, amazing. You're talking about the
Cuban jazz is great, but anyway,
We did get Persona ports this year, which was good.
Okay, let me read the next one. Come on, bitch.
Which is why I didn't think they were going to
Yakuza 8
release
will be revealed
Persona
at
6
TGS.
info until...
Yakuza 8 will be revealed at TGS. I think, Andy, I think this is the
Like
big problem.
TGOFV.
I think I'm starting to realize this is the big problem with all your predictions is that you forget, and Rebecca pointed this out in the chat as well. I think you're forgetting games take like a decade to get made now. You are overshooting when they'll announce some of this shit. Because the whole reason why I was talking about the reason
Didn't
why I
they
really
announce
like
Yakuza 8 though?
Yeah, they did. They did announce it, but it was coming out in 2024. So I at least got that part right. I was partially.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though.
Well,
it's like they're not like
they're not I'm actually more excited that they announced a
like a Dragon port, the Ishin games.
Yakuza Ishin, which they're now calling Like a Dragon Ishin.
Because that's the
I'm
name
not
of the
gonna
series
play that
in
when it
Japan.
comes out, like at launch, but I look forward to playing it at some point because it looks really great and the guys are hot.
Okay, next.
You had like the same nervousness in your voice as Joe passing a school zone.
So this one is probably the most wrong prediction I've made so far, but I knew it was a swing for the fences when I made it. Joe,
Andy
would you
will
like
get
to read
posted
this
this
one? Joe?
What?
Would you like
the
to read
Yakuza one?
No, this one, the one he just put up.
Oh, okay. Fantasy Star 5 is going to get teased at E3 2022, but it'll just be a vague trailer, though it will imply a AAA Well, the not make
this one was
Fantasy
one
Star.
that I was just like, what if though? This was the not one that I was confident on, but I'm like, but wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, that didn't fucking happen. All right, now it's time for the Sonic slide.
Before you move on, I just want to say that in the same vein as Ape Escape, I'd want them to bring back Super Monkey Ball, and the like banana mania thing doesn't really count. Kinda.
I should have made him. I could have made a Monkey Ball prediction. I think maybe this year. Whatever.
I don't think they're making a new Monkey Ball. I'm sorry. I think. You know what? Actually, I'm wrong here because they've been teasing Monkey Ball for a while.
Yeah.
They're gonna make Monkey Ball 2.
I think only Lid can read this one. I think Lid has the right attitude vibe for this one.
Also, I just want to point out, Rebecca, thank you. So you saying that I would be the next John Zorn literally made me so hard my eyes went crossed.
Okay. Lid, you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Jim Carrey will look at the screen and dramatically say, "You mean the Chaos Emeralds in the Sonic movie 2?"
So this didn't happen.
I actually don't know. Oh, okay. I was about to say I haven't seen it, so I actually don't know if that did happen.
The reason why I thought they would do that.
May I just want to point something out?
Yeah.
So I saw Sonic 2 twice. I saw it with a little cousin who I was having to take care of for the day, and I was like, oh, I'll take him to go see the movie. And I saw it with Andy and another friend of ours, Faith, who's also a huge Sonic fan. I'm not a huge Sonic fan, I should say. I look at Sonic as from a observatory thing.
Yes.
I look at Sonic and I'm like, I want to have sex with all of his friends.
I do want to fuck Rogue a little bit, but
Rogue?
Rouge.
No, I want to fuck Rogue actually.
I mean, she
fuck Rogue though.
I want to fuck. I want to go to the Sonic world and try and fuck Rogue.
Thank you, Crumb, for correcting her.
Dude, that would suck so much dick if Andy went to the X-Men
Fun
world
fact,
and I went to the
I'm
Sonic
pretty
world.
sure
That would suck.
I would kill
balls.
myself.
I'm pretty sure Rouge the Bat is Bozo's Minecraft skin.
It was real. It was Rouge the Bat. Rouge and whoever Cream's mom is.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I used to be bad for Vanilla, man.
All right.
No, but wait, shut up. I was gonna say something. I saw the movie twice. Once in theaters with a child, and the second time was with Andy and our friend Faith, who's also a big Sonic fan. And I will say this: the two people over the age of 20, pushing their mid-20s, were more excited during our screening than when I took my little cousin who loves Sonic to see it. Andy legitimately had like an MCU clap moment when they showed Shadow. So,
To be fair,
true?
Yes, that is true.
Yes.
But that's because it's like...
Andy,
Holy fuck.
Actually,
it's
wait,
very-
no, that isn't true because I was spoiled on that beforehand.
That it was Faith. Either
Okay.
way, it doesn't.
Yeah, it was one- it
doesn't
wasn't
save
me.
You because it doesn't save because at the end of the movie when they do like the Green Hill Zone again, It sounded like the.
Andy
It's
scored.
like the Titanic rocking over.
I thought
the way you
Sonic
were kicking
2
your feet.
was fine. I thought it was better than the first one. It actually had some good jokes in this one, but it wasn't like all of the things that if you didn't like a lot of the comedy and like side plots in the first movie, you're not gonna like this one. I was listening to a podcast talking about the movie, and I think they hit a very good point, which is the Sonic movie is essentially like series right now is essentially what Paramount wanted from like the Bay TMNT franchise, in that like you have a first movie that gets wildly rewritten and reshot in the first but does well, and then you have a second one.
No, they didn't really rewrite the first Sonic movie that much. It was mostly just redid a lot of the designs.
Yeah, but it was
just reshooting the designs. But a lot of the writing was still the same, aside from just like
the script is.
Yeah.
But like, and then you have a second one that incorporates more of the characters and stuff, and is a bit more comedy stuff. So I think it's interesting that like that ended up happening for Paramount like 8 years later. Anyway, Eli, I think I'll have you do the next one. Okay.
Sonic Origins will have a simultaneous release date with the movie and be new versions built on the Whitehead engine.
What was he cooking when he said this?
It is that Christian Whitehead, the guy who made the.
I need some Whitehead engine.
But no, it came out in June
I could go for a British busted toothy blowjob.
And it was just for 1, 2, and CD, the mobile versions of the game. Sonic 3 was obviously new, but that's because they didn't make it.
Wait, you're cutting out?
No, I'm not. Shut up.
Wait, what?
Eli, fuck you. Anyway.
Yes, Eli.
Cool. I think I'll have you read this, the final
I think I'll have you read this one. Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, you, for once. Yeah.
Goal.
Okay.
Goal. Muhammad Ali.
Sonic Frontiers will release Q4 2020, and the Metacritic for the PS5, PC, Xbox versions will be in the upper 70s, while the Switch version will be in the mid 60s. Weren't you wrong about this?
I was off by a little bit. The Switch version was in the high 60s.
By a lot. You literally were off by 80 points.
Shut up, Lozo.
In terms of what its score was.
The important thing is the home console versions of Sonic Frontiers got a higher Metacritic score than Gotham Knights. That's all that really matters.
No, it didn't. You're lying.
You know what though? I watched Joe play Gotham Knights. It looked more fun than Sonic Frontiers. I'm sorry.
Could not agree.
Once they get some updates in that bitch and some DLC.
Sonic Frontiers is getting DLC.
Trust the plan. Literally trust the fucking plan.
You're gonna be able to play as Tails.
Yeah,
and
but
Knuckles.
it's getting like Tails.
I don't care if I get to play as Tails. That's like you saying, "Hey, Bozo, you get to play as John Wayne Gacy."
I know. I'm just saying that ain't beating Gotham Knights. Anyway,
it is being Gotham Knights, man. It is being Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights has better combat, a better world, more fun movement. The movement is dynamic.
Fuck you! How dare you say that Sonic Frontier, that Gotham Knights is
having
better?
a mid-off.
Yeah. Good one, Eli.
Two facts fighting.
Who do I want to read this one? Bozo, you can read this one.
Resident Evil 4 remake will be revealed.
Be a banger.
Resident Evil 4 remake will be revealed, and when they show off the multiplayer mode, it will just be Mercenaries mode.
Yeah, they've been getting quirky for every multiplayer mode and like spin-off DLC thing from like 7 onward.
Quirky household Bessie.
So they haven't shown if it has Mercenaries mode or not. I'm hoping it does because like
How's her Pigpen doing?
You can't shut up. You can't not have Mercenaries mode for RE4 remake. You just can't. Like that's too important.
That's not what Joe told me. Joe told me they're actually not making Mercenaries mode.
Wait! Don't put words in my. Mercs is in the game.
Eli, I will have you
Yeah, merchants in the game, not mercenaries.
Read this next one.
Sure. Dan Southward will bring up motivation in the Netflix DMs. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was announced before 5,
right?
and we still have not seen the DMC show. I believe it's coming, but it's funny. I got into Devil May Cry because I liked the Netflix Castlevania show, and 5 was coming out at the time. But it's like I should try like DMC 1 and 3, and I ended up really liking 3 and kind of liking 1 and 4.
That's awesome.
What do I want to read the final?
And now you're motivated.
I am.
Can I read the next one?
Sure. I was gonna. Eli would make sense, but if you want to read the next one, you can.
Well, if it's Ace Attorney,
it is not Ace Attorney. It's Street Fighter.
Okay, then I don't care.
Okay, I'll read it. The Street Fighter 6 trailer will back up hard on Luke being the future of Street Fighter, and the trailer will mainly be Ryu and Ken.
Andy, you're an idiot.
This one is stupid.
No.
You have the shakiest hand, Andy.
Fucking,
you can tell me that you are.
Andy, you can tell me that the sun is. You can tell
this
me that the
one
sun
was
is
to be fair
because
this one I at least had some sense of like Ken like Luke's reception was I think almost universally bad in 5 from what I saw. Like no one really liked him. So I assumed that in the marketing they would kind of hold back. No, he's on the front of the box. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I appreciate your wishful thinking here.
Yes.
But
Eli wishes that I was right. Okay.
But you were so wrong that not only did they not back down, they doubled down.
They did. Eli, I think you make the most sense to read this one. It's not Ace Attorney.
That's fine. Oh, yes. A Mega Man Battle Network collection will be announced, but it will be 2 parts, and game compatibility will have to be
This is for like multiplayer
later.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They did do it, but actually everything's fine. Everything like they're doing online with rollback. It's one thing. Everything not fine.
The PC version is gonna have to do though, so that's
great. that's. I'm gonna, you know what? That's acceptable. That's close enough to being everything's fine. Like Denuvo's bad, but it's like okay, that's not. You didn't mess up anything about the games themselves. You just added a layer of not great.
No, like they did better than I thought, but that's something. And also personally,
Rebecca,
I think $60 is a little much.
I like that game. I like Sonic Frontiers. That's kind of cool.
Battle Network's cool. I got into it this year.
You like Sonic Frontiers because your entire diet as a kid was made up of Danimals and chicken nuggets. Your brain is doesn't have
Danimals and chicken nuggets right now.
Of course, your fat ass could. You know what? I could go for some right now too. You know what? Did you ever freeze your Danimals as a kid?
No.
I used to do that.
No, I wasn't allowed.
You weren't allowed Danimals?
I wasn't allowed.
I was allowed Danimals occasionally. My mom thought it was disgusting though.
My cousin
there was like a
really
weird.
Like, I had them occasionally. They were fine.
I had Danimals occasionally. I had Go-Gurt only. I only ever asked for it when they were doing the Spider-Man 3 tie-in because I thought it would give me Spider-Man superpowers. It did. I got mad.
I'm assuming you were like.
Before we move on to the next one, I just want to say, Battle Network Mega Man, best Mega Man.
Okay. Joe, I think you should do this one. So this one was very wrong, but I was going off of misinformation.
Hey, you have a chat here, buddy. I'm gonna try and read them out.
Sure.
Okay. Rebecca says Andy likes Sonic Frontiers because he's a massive fan of those videos from where Mario runs around in Unreal Engine 5.
let me tell you something. That's actually true. It is very cool that they made a game that is literally this man. It's a thing of beauty.
I don't like how it looks.
Crow said, "My mom let me basically eat whatever I want as a kid, except for water. That was mostly substituted with Sunny D, and that's why my brain didn't fully develop." I think.
I would also like to say I'm not even the biggest fan of that game in this call. I only gave it a 7. Lid gave it an 8.
Lid,
what?
We gotta get you checked out.
Here's the thing.
Here's some psycho shit.
Here's the thing.
You'll say some psycho shit, and they'll be like, "Guys, Bilgorf's Adventure was actually a fucking masterpiece." And
Here's the thing, okay? Nobody's making fucking collectathons anymore. I'll take what I can get.
What the fuck up? There was like 80 of them that came out in like fucking 2019. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You have a Hat in Time. You have Ukulele, your favorite.
What year? I hate Ukulele. Hat in Time was like 2018.
And Hat in Time is also bad. Hat in Time is. I'd much rather play Sonic Frontiers than
Hat in Time. Bozo, Hat in Time was more than 5 years ago.
No. First of all, I don't care. What I mean by that is I don't care if the game is bad or good, because I don't like collectathons to begin with. But what I'm trying to say is that they're still making them. People are still making collectathons. You can find collectathons.
They don't come out that often.
Summertime Saga.
This is like, other than like Psychonauts 2, this is like the only big budget collectathon that was made by someone who's not Nintendo. And like,
you're insane.
No, I'm not kidding you.
You are insane.
All right, let's move on.
Let's
move on.
Shut up. What do you mean it's the only big budget one? Did you not play? Hold on.
Did you not play Balan Wonderworld?
Yeah, I did play Balan Wonderworld, and it's a piece of fucking shit.
Did you not play? Hold on. Wait. Shut up. Did you not play Scribblenauts?
Fuck that game.
Exists.
I'm not gonna play that shit.
We should play the DC Scribblenauts game.
I was gonna bring that one up, man.
I think I have it on Steam.
All right, moving on. So this one was wrong, but I at least have an excuse for this one. Joe, can you read it?
Wait, hold up. Dragon's Dogma 2 will not launch in April 2022. We put.
So
Bro, why do you think it was coming out that quickly?
Because that was the date. That was no. Let me explain. That was the date. That was the date that the Capcom internal leak that came out gave for that game. I was like, that's probably too early. I'll hedge my bets, but I don't. Yeah, that was wrong. But at least at the time, there was a document that said that. So now it's time for Squinix.
Don't call it that.
I called it that last year.
You really shouldn't call it that unless you're a pedophile, which, I mean...
How hard is it to say Square Enix? It's not any harder. It's the same number of syllables.
Eli,
I like to say Squeenix because it's fun.
Lynn gets it. Eli, would you like to read the first blurb?
I would. Final Fantasy XVI will be re-revealed at E3 2022 and launch in February 2023. It's a timed PS5 exclusive.
That happened, but it was June instead of February, so it was close.
No, you're lying.
I don't know why you needed to specify February, because otherwise,
I think I was talking with Lynn, and it's like, I think Q1 seems likely, and Lynn was like, no, it's gonna be Q4. Turns out we were both kind of wrong.
First time?
Haha, yes. Who should read that?
Damn, actually, dude, a Scribblenauts.
Oh, Cole, you can definitely read this next one.
Shut up, fucking idiot.
Would you like to read this?
Sure. No new major Avengers content will be announced.
So that depends on how you define the word major, but I was thinking of something like, the game's still technically getting updated consistently, but there's nothing like, I was assuming like it would get like a WoW or Destiny size. Here's a big thing. No, that game ain't getting any big updates, so
I'm shocked it's not getting any big updates.
Yeah, no, I can't
wonder why would it be getting regular updates? Who's not playing this? Who's not playing this magnificent game?
This one was a weird prediction. It kind of came true, but it's not super great. Joe, you can read this one.
Okay, hold up. Let me see. Triangle Strategy will have a higher Metacritic score than Octopath, but sell slightly worse.
It has
you're the
sold.
Only guy in 2023, and you're the only guy in 2023 who's still talking about Octodad deadly as cat. I don't know why the fuck you're on this shit, dude.
Shut up. It did technically sell worse, although it probably will sell better long term due to also being on PC. But the Metacritic scores are like 1 to 2 points off. I think they're basically the same. So yeah.
Let's say, of course, it's not going to sell well because like Octopath was like the first big RPG to come out on Switch, so it kind of had very little competition.
No, that early. Eli, you can read this one.
Great.
Eli, don't read it. Just fucking turn it off.
All 6 pixel remasters, and we're talking about the Final Fantasy pixel remasters.
Yes.
Will be re-released on console by May 2022.
So I admit, I jumped the
changes
shark.
in price.
I jumped the shark a lot on these ones, but I still. Oh God. Oh wait.
Andy getting bent over by his own prediction.
Hold on, we went way too far back.
Andy, what the hell?
I don't. I pressed the wrong button and it fucking.
Stream spoilers. Stream spoilers.
I'm not.
Oh wait, that jumped me to the end. Hold on. Okay, we're just gonna. 1 second, chat. Let me get back. I didn't realize how far. I think I might have hit the end button on my keyboard instead of hitting down by mistake. Let me...
Andy, I'm gonna say it in red. You are incompetent.
I thank you. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're close.
You know what's not incompetent though? The Steam Deck.
Why would you thank them for insulting you?
Okay, but like I admit that like it was I've been a bit too optimistic about release date schedules and stuff, but I still think like I'm sorry, they probably could have come out this year. It's weird that you held them off for over like 14 months to port them to PlayStation.
Because they really wanted to make sure it comes out in Ukraine.
I guess.
I love how
Yes,
Advanced Wars is
it's
just
the
sitting there and
nods.
it's done, and they're just not going to release Advanced Wars because of the fucking Ukrainian war.
I choose to believe, but we'll see. No spoil. Sorry for the spoil. Okay. Yes. Let me just check and see who should read. Yes. Okay. Bozo, I think you should read this one.
Well, I can't see your stream, you goofball.
Oh right, yeah. Let me...
Yeah, you need to put it back.
Or really said, wait.
Hold on, let me check and see. Shit. Okay. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Let me.
Oh shit, dude! I'm gonna catch an Aeron. Let's go, dude.
Fuck up.
Look at that Pokemon.
That's a pretty good
Aeron,
Pokemon.
dude.
You are correct.
It's not even that good of a Pokemon.
No,
What are
it
you
is.
talking about?
Aron's
All
great.
6.
It's
Hold on,
got
wait.
drip. It's got drip. Shut up.
What's the
No.
video
This is
you
the
want me to
next
read
one. This one.
In the end, by Linkin Park will play during a dramatic moment in Stranger of Paradise. Where
Sad.
did you come up with?
I'm pretty sure multiple like licensed new metal songs had appeared in the game, so I assumed like you're gonna have the AMV 2006 song in that game. Sadly, it was not. But hey,
Andy, I love the way your like drug out of mind works.
thank you. I'm glad
I
some.
love smoking crack.
Let's see. What's the next one? Joe, you can do this one.
Hold up. Babylon's Fall will have a Metacritic score in the 40s and limply release one major. I got
This
how did
one
you-
exactly right. I called it
But did they shut the
flawlessly.
servers off?
Yeah, they're shutting them off. I think in a few months. In like
I don't even
January.
think it got the content update.
No, it did get a 2.0 update. It did. Oh, sorry, accidentally hit wrong.
Andy.
Andy rage quit the stream because we were getting.
Sorry about that. Let me just.
Andy, this is why we need to get you vaccinated.
But anyway, I've had my shots. Thank you. But
No, he's lying. He's
Babylon. I got a lot wrong. I got
Hey, Ed.
Babylon's Fall. I called it flawlessly. Okay. Next prediction. Time for the general predictions. No specific category. These are just, hey, here's predictions. Lid, I think you can do this one.
Elden Ring will feature the super bosses of DS1, 2, and 3 to
You're
show that it's
idiot.
part of the timeline.
I
You
barely
are
played this
so
old
fucking
game, so
stupid, man.
They had already established before
No.
this that it's not even in
No,
the
this
same
did
game.
not
You're
happen.
wrong.
didn't. But
Okay.
okay.
You said, don't think this one happened. It did not happen.
But before I go any further, I just want to ask this: aren't there? I'm pretty sure I heard that there were at least old bosses in the game alongside the previous like.
No, there were like there
Oh,
weren't old
who are
bosses,
you thinking
there were
of?
There were bosses that were like inspired, but not like
Okay.
directly old bosses.
Fair enough.
There's like a couple that are like, yeah, this is the same archetype. But
It's
no,
not like the
there
Dark
is
Souls
no-
3 situation where like they did like really go for it.
I was yeah. That's how I was thinking. Okay.
Elden
Cole.
Ring
Yeah,
will
you
have
were so
Andy's like Elden Ring will have a post-credit scene that has a Nick Fury show up.
Cole, would you like? Okay, would you like to read this one?
Yeah. Bungie will announce they're reselling the game they stole from people and then walk it back with a much better reward than they offered to launch players last time.
So this one I made just to make you
didn't do
mad
that.
last time. Yeah, they got bought by Sony instead. This one I just made to get to
Yeah.
Cole mad, which hey, you know, I
It didn't work because I haven't played Destiny. In
I
like
think
2
no, I
years.
think it did work last year, not this year.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
I remember it
Because they
did.
hadn't played Destiny in a year.
Uh,
It was still a year.
Joe, you can do this one. Joe?
Oh wait, okay, let me read. Okay, the Dead Space remake ending will be different, teasing a new time. Yeah, they've teased this. They've
So,
teased this pretty
well,
hard.
Even if then, and we'll find out in a few weeks. So you know,
I mean, no, I mean like they teased it like the developers didn't talk about it. Though I do think this was an honest prediction. I don't think Andy's just lying and saying it was a real.
Again, I was just yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be different in that it's not gonna be shitty like the Callisto Protocol.
I hope
That
so.
game's not shitty though. That game's not shitty though.
Okay. Bozo,
Y'all just broke it.
you can read this one.
Yes, Daddy-O. Saints Row reboot will include a Saints Row style gameplay, but as an optional side quest, not part of the base game.
So I thought
Boy, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I thought they would have like a mini game where you play as a superhero.
The smile dropped from my face reading that because I was a fighter for that game.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have helped it.
Damn, we got 16 viewers. Thank you to everyone who's here.
They had a Brockhampton song in one of the trailers.
Yeah, this is a fun stream.
I shouldn't. You think that chicanery was the worst of Saints Row? No. Have you played Get Out of Hell?
Have you
What was
played
the multiplayer
Agents of
spin-off?
Mayhem?
Yeah, Agents of Mayhem.
No, I respect myself.
Also, I love you dropping the word chicanery. Makes me think of my hero, Chuck Miguel.
Lid.
That's deliberately what she's doing.
Lid, would you like? I think.
No, actually, Bozo just talks like a lawyer for.
What did you mean by this?
Oh, I think.
He knows exactly what he meant by it. It's because I'm a hook-nosed, money-grubbing fucking Jew.
All right, before Twitch gets mad at me, Lid, you read this one.
Google will announce they're pulling the plug on the Stadia servers right before the end of a quarter.
This was an easy one, but I did get it right. It was they announced they should at the middle of September.
Wow, what a good boy you are! Wow, so cool. Shut up, dude. Like I don't fucking care, man.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Read a book or something.
This one was off, but it's still kind of right. I don't know. It's kind of, Joe, you can read this one.
The Steam Deck will sell around 6 million units. Citadel will be officially announced
Why
shortly
that
after
number?
its launch.
Why that number?
You know, it was because it was.
Why that number, Andy?
Bro,
I can tell you why it was the number. Because it was half of what.
Actually, I think it only.
They're juggling multiple games right now. Like they're apparently working on both Half-Life 3 and Citadel. So it's like, yeah, no shit, they're not getting that out in fucking 6 months.
Yeah, I assumed. Well, I thought it started development.
Again, Andy,
earlier,
you're a little bit too.
I thought it was but
easy.
Why that number?
Because it was half of what the Switch had sold, and I was like, yeah, Steam Deck can do that. No, I should have predicted a quarter. That would have been closer. I think it had sold over 1 million Steam Decks, though.
We know his ancestral background. You choose the number 6 million. I just want to know.
It was half of what the Switch sold in its first
Also,
year.
by the way, chat, I want to point because there's 16 people here. I said there's 13 people now. Confused. I'll point out, I've actually tricked Andy to saying the N-word twice.
Shut up.
The Steam Deck will actually probably sell 6 million. But
wait,
only
6 million. Wait a minute, Andy.
Fuck off.
Because
I hate that I'm thinking.
because it was not on. It's only been off pre-order since I believe like October.
Okay.
Prior to this, you had to wait a month or more.
So maybe
to
it
get your
will
Steam
end
Deck.
up being true in the first full real year, but yeah.
And
Yeah, this is the first year where they are producing. It's also not out in every country yet.
Eli's
it's not out
here,
in Japan.
so I'll read this one.
I'm back.
Oh, you can read this one then.
Yeah, Arc System Works' next anime fighter after Dragon Ball FighterZ will be a My Hero game, unfortunately.
So when I say anime fighter, I mean specifically licensed.
Yeah.
No, they
They're
didn't
all
announce a
anime
licensed anime fighter.
And good, because they should be focusing on their own stuff right now, I think.
I hope, you know, given
Although
that
I
they've
think
been doing...
fighters should get rollback. I hope so.
Yeah,
but,
I think they've already announced that for like when it gets the next gen update this year.
Oh, nice.
Also, I was gonna say the licensed fighting game that I hope Arxis can get like the fighters treatment would probably be a Godzilla fighting game. We deserve a good Godzilla 2D fighter ever. Let's see. Who do I want to read the next one?
I want to read them next.
Andy, for what it's worth, I pick One Piece as if they
that would be nice.
Something.
One Piece would be... Bozo, would you like to read I think you should read this one.
Okay. Let me see it. Ubisoft will reveal the new open world Splinter Cell game at E3 2022, and it will just be... Again, Andy, that's an insane prediction, because they had really just announced it that year.
Well, I meant like a CG...
It's not even an open world game, it's a remake of the first one.
I meant CG trailer. Yeah.
What?
I meant they just show a CG like trailer that's here's the story premise, not actual gameplay.
But even then, that still takes like. You don't really do that until you're like a certain level into the production. Like Wolverine's coming out this year, which is why they released the CG trailer like 2 years before.
Okay. Let's see. Lid. I think you could read this one.
Skull and Bones will appear once again at
E3
with a Q1 2023 release date.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
It was originally
all the replies to his tweets were just like, "You should kill yourself."
I think it was originally earlier this year announced for January, but got pushed into March. This is technically right, but yeah, I got this one right. I am excited to see the state that Skull and Bones ships in, because I have a feeling the reason why it got delayed in that few months was to make sure they could get past Sony and Microsoft QA. All right. Eli, you knew this one.
Yeah. Sure.
This one was a dumb
It's so
one.
cool that he was a pedophile. Juwario. It's so cool. This like fat loser. It's like
literally, it's like all. You know, it's even funnier because before he killed himself, all the comments on his videos, all the comments on his tweets were always just like, "You should kill yourself. You're a piece of shit. We hate you." And then he killed himself, and everyone pretended that they actually loved him forever. They give themselves the Wario hat.
Remember when Todd in the Shadows is like, it's like, you didn't know Wario, I knew Wario.
Yeah, like, it was so cool.
All right, Andy's prediction is that Wario will come back from the dead. Now,
so
his
this
prediction is that
this was a dumb prediction.
Silk Song will be
Holy
announced
shit,
on
I thought
January 2022 release date. Will be pushed back to 2023.
This was a dumb one. I remember writing this because I was like, I need something, and that was the first one that I thought. Yeah, this is. Well,
dude, there's a picture of.
Why did you think Halloween
specifically? There's a
I
picture.
don't know. I feel like Hollow Knight has like Halloween game energy. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
Okay, I don't agree. No.
There's a picture of Wario holding up a copy of Hunter x Hunter. What did he mean by this? What did he mean by this?
I'm sorry.
Can I guess who his favorite character was? Was it Hisoka?
He's the clown. He's the pedophile clown.
Well, he wasn't a pedophile.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No.
Eli.
Andy, if we're gonna call that pedophilia, Andy, you're down. What you are down. You're going down if that's pedophilia.
Joe, you can do this one.
Okay, let's see. Hollow
Did he
Knight
not
Self
actually?
No, wait,
will
sorry,
be
this one,
announced.
this
Oh,
one.
VTMB2. Yeah. No, that shit ain't ever coming out.
We just haven't seen it.
Well, no, because they showed gameplay of it at one point. Like
Well,
the
I
thing
meant
is that
this year.
apparently, like the Chinese room are now fucking doing the game. They fucking offloaded it onto them. You know, the fucking Amnesia 2 guys.
Yeah.
Boy, vey.
I'm sorry.
That's never coming out.
Never.
Well, that
Isn't
game's
new
not
Wario
coming out.
not
Well,
actually Jewish?
He's
No,
not. Well, there's no
not.
evidence that he is Jewish. Like, no one knows. Like,
Maybe
Yeah, he
he's a
could be.
convert.
Bozo, would you? I think.
yeah, like you.
I'd like you to read this one.
Blade will announce Call of Warriors 5 during a presentation during
Bruh.
They have been teasing Call of Juarez, so I thought we'd get an announcement, but
Dude,
No.
we should do a stream where Andy plays Call of Juarez The Cartel, which is one
Yes.
of the most cool games
Wait,
ever made.
I looked. I thought that game was console only. Did it not get
We'll find a way, dude.
Did it get a
Dude,
PC
half of the
port?
fucking-
Played it, bitch, nigga.
Yeah.
that maybe
We'll
I might do that someday just because I think that
we
would be
should.
very
I will
interesting.
play it with you. That game is so much fucking
Yeah.
fun in co-op.
Especially since
It's
like
so evil. It is.
especially
so
since
fucking evil.
Gunslinger is one of my favorite first-person shooters.
Oh no, Gunslinger's really good, but fucking
Gunslinger's
the
really, really
Cartel is
good.
some of the goofiest shit.
You know what? Also, you know what game I loved as a kid? As a kid, I loved Bound in Blood.
I haven't
thought
played
they-
that.
I thought-
I own them.
It's all right, but as a kid, it was like as a kid who I wasn't allowed to get Red Dead Redemption because it was made by the people who made Red Dead Auto. It was like the next best thing. Cause I was a huge cowboy. I was a huge cowgirl.
Eli, you can read this one.
Okay. Mortal Kombat 12 will be revealed with the trailer that calls back to Mortal Kombat
I think
9.
this was because I heard that like some of the story stuff means that after 11 they're doing another reboot. So that's
Now, Andy, I do like fighting games. I have no opinion of Mortal Kombat. Like,
Okay.
I've not played it ever.
well,
I'm
you're the
not
fighting game guy, so that's why I went for you.
Well, wait a second. Little Sims just killed herself.
So we didn't hear that, but that makes sense that we haven't seen much from WB stuff, given that like there was a Discovery merger. But yeah, so
Why does that make sense to you?
because of the Discovery merger.
They did what?
The Warner Brothers Discovery merger.
Wait, that's real?
You hit the fucking Pentagon?
Are you joking?
Lid. Would you like to
What's
read
up?
this one?
Dead Island 2 will limply release this year and will have its Metacritic score be exactly 25 points
Okay,
below Dying Light 2.
okay. I was close. It
No,
also.
you weren't.
Yeah, it was. It's cute. It was revealed this year. Like if they wanted to shove that game out of the door, they could have released it this year.
No, they couldn't. Get out of it. You're smoking fucking deep fried dick, man.
No.
I mean, in
Well,
like a launch Cyberpunk PS4 state, but yes, they could have.
Oh, no, my darling dearest, no.
No, this game came out on my birthday. It might be Dying Light 2. Who knows? That seemed like Dying Light 2 didn't do well. Oh, Bozo, I think I have to have you read this one.
Let me see, darling. Open World Harry Potter. Why do you want me to read this one?
I don't know. Because I DM'd you something related to the game earlier that I'll tell.
In Harry Potter RPG will feature a non-binary character with LIS-style dialogue to counter Rowling drama.
That is Life is Strange.
No.
Yeah, that,
No, they teased a Goblin Uprising. This is
Yeah,
which,
and you should have known because the game dev was like had like a game.
I did not know about that
like
until after this. I think. But also, what I want to say is
Well, because like again, people are like saying like, oh, it's okay, she has everything to do this, but like Pottermore, she like runs, right? Like
Yeah.
all that shit doesn't
Yeah.
get passed without her.
But what
So
I
of course she's like,
Do you think it spits?
I think it might have
Do you
been like
think
the WB.
Do you think it spits
brand.
or it creams? You know.
But also, I would like to point out my prediction, which is immediately
I think,
after the
I'm
state of
honestly-
play.
I think because of how because of how like pompous she is, you know it spits like the lizard for Jurassic Park on Newman's face. You know, like if you
It's
you
a
Stub
cynic.
hubbub.
you sit her down,
Stub
you hit her from the back with your
Said
foot on
Steve
her
Irwin and
head,
Anthony Bourdain will be
she's a
added to
dog,
multiverses.
and
That
it will
seems like a good
spit
prediction.
on you.
What's the color inside?
That shit cost it.
What's the color inside? They ask. Someone in chat asks.
What's the color inside?
Dude.
It's
Brown.
black and blue, like the way it leaves
Anyway,
you.
what I was gonna ask is also.
Yeah, it's dark.
When
She
I,
got
when,
she
when,
got that
when the
dark-
trailer at the State of Play
He's got warts in
when
there,
the
man.
trailer at the State of Play for this year came out and showed that there would tease the Goblin Uprising, I think I DM'd Bozo immediately and being like, Can I say
Oh yeah,
that
the
the
Nier
ending of
Automata
this
anime comes out in 3 days.
Can I say that
I mean,
the
anime.
ending of
Holy
the
fuck.
Can I
With
say
the
that
Johnny
the
Test
ending
sisters?
Can I say that the ending of this game will involve the creation of Goblin Israel?
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You like that one, huh? Thought that was a good one, didn't you?
I forgot to cover something up, but we'll get to that one in a minute.
You're always covering things up.
Joe, you can reveal this one. This one was another. I predicted something too early.
The Amico relief Q4.
No, not this one.
Wonder Woman game will present between a boss fight between her and Ares.
Yeah,
Got.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's way too early. We like just saw it. Yeah.
I was about to say, and also that's not the only thing that Monolith's working on.
Oh.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm excited to find out what that is.
They're working on Andy's mom.
Yeah.
They're trying to thin down old Betsy.
Why would you slim down perfection?
Lid,
That's
I'll
the
have
most
you
like
read
some
this
shit
one.
you've ever said.
Lid.
That's the most Haitian shit I've ever said.
That's true. You know what? You're right, dog. I'm sorry.
Lid.
Bobby Kotick will have resigned as CEO, but the board will continue his agnostic. I can't say
Agnostic?
words. Words are
Antagonistic.
hard.
That's
No,
what's
I-
the antagonist.
Antagonistic relationship with workers.
I think he very much worships a Christian.
So,
God. Some might say the oldest.
The answer.
He ain't leaving. He ain't leaving.
The answer to this question
Hey, fucking Lid.
is fuck you, Phil Spencer. Fuck this
Should I
fucking
blow my
vibe
nose
out.
into my thumb pal?
Yeah.
Oh, Bozo, you can read this one.
Oh.
Okay. We will finally figure out what's on Phil Spector's hard drive. Okay. Rockstar will give people. I fucked up the name. I said Phil Spector. Oh, I fucked that up. Rockstar will give people an Elder Scrolls 6 sound trailer for GTA 6.
Phil
That did
Spector,
happen.
the creator
Something way
of Deus
crazier happened.
Scrolls. Anyway,
I mean, if you think that Elder Scrolls, it's sort of like
no, we got a
person who
giant
leaked
leak instead.
the person who leaked GTA 6 was from like an Elder Scrolls country, so
They were from England. What do you mean?
they were Albanian.
They were not. They were from England. And the
And-
British police.
No, they were Albanian.
The final prediction of the general predictions tab, the Intellivision Miko will release Q4 in an attempt to avoid lawsuits from investors in the Bavarian government. That's because they got tax dollars from that, by the way. The Amico was heavily funded that way. No,
That's
it's
really
just
cool.
dead. So, for a bit of added context, Tommy was revealed to be outed as CEO in January, and in March, when they did a failed crowdfunding campaign, they had to file FTC documents, and the important part of the documents, well, there was two things. The first is that they said they were doing this crowdfunding campaign so that they could get enough money for 6 months so that they could get the full amount of money again, which was, I think, $600,000, maybe $6 million, I forget.
$6 million?
It might have
Damn
been that
it.
from the full crowdfunding, but they needed that to be able to open the. And the other thing is, sometime in September 2021, I think, there was a deal with an investor. I forget who I believe the investor's name, but basically that investor got $100 automatically for every Amico sold. So
Andy, may I ask you a question?
yes.
This is the stream. I just kind of want to bring it up. Like, we were talking about Randy Pritchford the other day.
right? And like the stuff that happened to him. And you said, and I quote, we should give him a chance. Things like this just happen sometimes.
I did not say
I want to know
that.
what you can you
Oh,
explain that to me?
Emerald for the Steam Deck.
hold on 1 second.
Exactly. I got this.
Rip Tommy 07. Yeah, Tommy 07 died. Andy, you just disconnected your own.
Yeah, I did that for a reason. I'll be back in. I realized I need to edit the PowerPoint in just a second.
Andy is sensitive.
You decided not to check on that before you started the stream.
I did most of it. I did the double checked the section after.
Andy's
this.
always like, yeah, I'm gonna wing it. It'll go fine.
No, I checked the stuff after this.
Speaking
but I
of
didn't...
chicken wings, Andy's mom. Go ahead your thing. We'll talk about Darling Dearest. All right.
Let's go.
Wild that Randy Pritchford once led the team making Half-Life expansions. Yes, including fucking Opposing Force, which I think is awesome. It's an amazing little DLC right there, and we're never gonna see that character again. Andy's mom got bingo wings. That's fucked up.
Okay.
You know what's fucked up? If I had like Mystique in my room, I would 100% make her turn
Alright.
to Andy's pig mom, like in
Can
an
we
Epic movie.
please
So
actually
gay.
stop? Okay.
No, but have you seen Epic movie, Andy?
Shut up. I know what you're referencing.
Andy,
I don't.
but you told me get big fat granny arms.
Okay.
Andy, come on.
Okay. So the first, I'm gonna have Joe do this one because this I swung for the fences. I was like, maybe I'm gonna take a risk, and it did not pay off.
Switch Pro is actually fixed. This is Switch 2. It's launched this March 3rd, 2023, and launching at $400, causing their previous models to get all $50 drops. Other regions may vary.
So the first very part of this was true. Of the Switch Pro was canceled, and now we're at the Switch 2 is the next thing the Nintendo release will be a Switch. March was what, like, I was thinking until like November this year that like maybe it could be it could release alongside, but no, it's not. It's not. 2023 I think still might be possible. It could be 2024. We'll let you know what I decided on at the end of the presentation. But yeah, no,
Andy was not cooking.
This was
so
is not
wrong.
happening the first 6 months of this.
Good pussy up in Nintendo offices.
Probably, yeah. Lid, I think you have to read this one. Because you're the person I know who owns the most Switch games.
Korea.
Nintendo will announce that the Switch will finally be getting a Nintendo Selects line.
Every Switch game will be $60 until the end of time.
Yeah, fuck you, pay me. Like, they have no reason. I'd love that, but you know, what is their incentive
they've
to
done
do
it for
that?
every console. They can't just, since the Super Nintendo, they can't just not release it. No.
Yes, they can,
Yes,
because
they
fuck
can.
you. That's why.
I mean, I guess the DS never got one, so you know, it is.
Exactly. You know what?
The
you know
DS,
what,
the DS
the
was
Steam
early
Deck-
enough. It might have got player's choice.
No, wait, yeah, it did. It did.
The Steam Deck. The Steam Deck has Nintendo Select, and that every game
Yeah.
is 100% off.
Eli, would you like to read the next one?
Yeah, I would. Pokemon Legends.
In a better timeline,
Pokemon
this will be
Legends
true.
Arceus will be the sole main Pokemon game of 2022. However, it will receive DLC in the style of Sword and Shield. Andy, you just got this so
You're
wrong.
smoking raw.
I should have been
You're
correct on
smoking
this one.
fucking
You
raw.
should
Because I
have.
was like, man.
I so badly. I want to know like how your brain is like deflating.
I'm
during
sorry.
this
I'm sorry I
Because-
had the audacity to not believe that Nintendo would release 2 Pokemon games.
So
Andy,
whenever we get to
Andy.
Andy's 2023
Why
predictions,
would they not?
everyone
This is-
just remember
they
opposite
building.
of what he
They
says.
know these stupid little Pokemon bastards will eat up any
They
swamp
will.
throw.
They literally will.
That's real, dude. I'm playing Pokemon Emerald right now. I'm like, damn, dude, I love my slop.
Okay, speaking of Pokemon.
Nintendo too.
Joe, would you like to do this one?
Nintendo
Alright.
One was so good.
Let's see. Okay, pop that motherfucker up.
It's up.
He just did.
Oh, okay. Pokemon Quest Conquest 2 will, however, be announced as the next Pokemon spin-off with an August
That I could
release
have
date.
edited word-wise, but
You are smoking, Andy. You're smoking dick. No one bought Pokemon Conquest 1.
So the reason why I thought this is that
Andy, you
for
are a
most
pedophile.
of the Switch's lifespan, they've done a relatively big like they did Mystery Dungeon DX, they did a port of Pokken, they did Snap 2, which I kind of never thought was gonna happen. So I was like, eh.
Oh yeah, Snap 2 was fucking weird, but
The big reason
yeah,
I thought
Pokken
this
was super bizarre.
The big reason I thought this was because, like, well, Conquest came out right before, like, a few months before or even, like, I think a year before Fire Emblem Awakening. And so I'm like, well, that was before Nintendo first-party strategy RPGs were big at Nintendo. Maybe they'll give it a second chance. That does not seem to be the thing that happened.
What is it called? Pokken Tournament.
Pokken Tournament. It was, Tekken made,
Well, it's not really like Tekken, though.
No, but it was made by Namco.
Yeah.
Eli, I think you should read the next one because it's Kirby.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, okay, I'll read it.
Eli.
Call this MFer Andy Damas. Andy Damas. Andy Damas?
Now, by Kirby, we're talking about the Kirby and the Forgotten Land, right?
Yes, Forgotten Land. The new.
Right. Kirby and the Forgotten Land will not feature either Meta Knight or King Dedede as playable characters in the base game, but they will be boss fights.
I got that one right. That was, that's an alright prediction.
It's a Nostradamus. I
Like,
thought
you
it was,
got it, but this is like...
I did both. Hold on, so I did both. Don't pick on me. Because I was thinking it might have been a Nostradamus joke, but I didn't know because I thought maybe you were trying to rhyme the A with the beginning of the A of Andy, and damn. So I thought maybe that, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Fuck out of here.
All right, Andy, you were right, but this is like a really easy prediction.
It was, but Lid, I think you can do the next one. Oh, here you go.
Kirby will also get a 30th anniversary Game & Watch this year with Dreamland 1 and 2 and Kirby's Adventure. I wish.
No, they didn't do that.
I sure wish.
Mario and Zelda got one.
Style Kirby racing game released and a Return to Dreamland announced.
I still haven't played the Kirby Dream Buffet.
Yeah.
I want to.
It seems fine for like it's probably worth like 10 to 15 or whatever they're charging for it.
I bet I'll play it and I'll be like, this is better than Mario Kart. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't know if I get that far.
It's okay, Rebecca. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay, sweet pea.
Okay. Cole, you wanna get in on this?
Yeah. Nintendo 3. Splatoon 3 will release
Andy,
on
that's so
September
stupid.
2022.
God damn.
Wait, bruh,
Jesus,
I just saw that last
in the
bit.
Kirby universe?
So let
What
me
the
explain
fuck?
this part. Is that like, well, I was assuming that it would be like, well, this never mind. I'm not even gonna
Did you
adjust.
make these
No,
up as, like, a
explain your
joke?
lot. Like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
These
I thought
jokes?
that this was what, because I remember reading like something about Splatoon or that the Earth was frozen over after like all of the mammals died, and then the squids came out. So I assumed that was a Shiver Star reference. That was dumb, but it did come out September. I did get that right at least.
Yeah, that's not what we're.
Yeah, I know,
about.
I know, but hey. Okay, Joe, I think you should do the next one.
Sorry.
Oh no. Well, it did launch this year, but well, I don't know if it necessarily helped them shake off Babylon Falls stink.
Yeah, because the
like
thing is,
Well,
like,
what
it sold well enough. The problem was that they also like gay women are like fucking 2/3 of the Bayonetta fan base, and they're like, "Yo, hold up, let me cook," and then
I
they all
think,
fucking hated it.
I think
Well, they
that,
said hold on, me cook, and then also, even though they were able to shimmy out of it relatively quickly, you had the Travis Bickle moment from the voice actress.
That was so funny.
that was
And but
really
then the
funny.
thing that didn't help was Hideki's response was fucking
Dickie Tojo.
Yeah.
Hideki-
I mean,
He was like,
No,
we will,
Kamiya needs
we will
to
never,
get
we will
offline.
fight you
Like,
in the
it's
beach.
not
He
good
does.
for his company.
he seems like in person he's a really nice guy. He just hates being online, man. But
So-
for some reason, like
It's not good.
So the thing also about Bayonetta 3 is that it seems like, not counting Nier Automata, because Platinum didn't make the parts of that game that people really liked. It is the best received Platinum game since arguably either Bayo 2 or Transformers. But it does have...
Transformers?
Yeah, they made
Wait,
the Transformers
Yeah, you
game.
forgot. You know, they had a fucking Transformers game, dude.
Yeah. It was alongside
Which
Korra
one?
and TMNT, except it was good.
I know that
Transformers
people,
Devastation.
Yes.
I know that
which
people
has been
look good on
delisted.
Bayonetta 2 sometimes now,
Wait, oh god.
but at the time it was definitely well received.
Okay, yeah. So,
Bayonetta
like,
did
it was
have
their
the Sarah
best game,
Palin
but
cut,
it
though.
was...
She did. You know what? I would say this right now.
Oh
When she
my
had the Sarah
god.
Palin cut,
The fucking...
when she had the Sarah Palin cut, she was her hottest.
Yeah,
I
2
would say this right now.
2 is the best design.
Bro, it's fucking
Oh my
like
god, Andy is gay.
$400 for a key.
By the
Holy
way...
shit.
By the way...
What?
It's not that hard to find a console version, I don't think.
By the way...
I was about to say, but yeah, the Steam version is fucking expensive.
Lid, how bad was the final boss of Bayonetta 3?
It was a fucking slog.
Yeah, nothing about in that game that happened over the last 2
That's
hours.
That's interesting that you don't like it, because that was Joe's favorite game of the year.
Speaking of things that I was off on, Eli, or actually Lid should do this one. Lid?
What? Donkey Kong will get a gameplay review of a new mainline game releasing next year,
No.
if only.
No, because there were rumors, and it seemed like maybe, but probably not.
Wait, hold
but
on.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt again, but I just had a realization. Andy, you said your favorite Bayonetta design was 2.
Yes.
The one where she looks the most like Natalie Mars.
Hey, yo, hold up.
Andy,
Andy,
we can have a talk.
So obviously Retro, not working on Donkey Kong. Who do you think would have been working on it?
Maybe Goodfield, because it's been a while since they've done it. I'm not sure. I think the rumor was maybe the Odyssey.
Goodfield Donkey Kong. That's
something.
not what they're working on. They're making a fucking samurai game.
They are.
What are they doing?
They're making a samurai game apparently.
They announced that they announced they were working on a samurai game in like 2019, and we've heard nothing about it since.
What's Logan Paul trending?
Lid, I think I'm gonna need you to read
so.
this one again.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be revealed in the Spring Direct and will release in December.
So
nope, it released in the fucking summer.
Yeah, it was June.
See, I don't blame this. I don't blame
Yeah,
you on
'cause
this
that was-
because no one expected them to release this
That
so
was
soon.
and also that was how Xenoblade Chronicles 2's release structure went, where it was announced at the beginning of the year and was the last major Switch title of the year. So I assumed, it's same thing for 3, but no. In fact, they swapped the release date of Xenoblade with Splatoon, which was weird. It was a weird thing they did, but yeah, they did.
No, dude, are you sure?
Oh.
Bayonetta is the Natalie Mars of games. That's a fucking amazing observation.
Eli, do you want to do this one?
I would love to. Breath of the Wild 2
Oh,
will
just-
still have a
hold on.
degradation system, but will have more traditional Zelda dungeons that also give you a limited inventory to work with. Now, we do not know.
Yeah, I could be right. I could be wrong. We don't know now. We have not had confirmation one way or the other. So I'm surprised. Oh, I imagine we'll probably get a dedicated Breath of the Wild 2 Direct in a couple months.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's called E3.
Breath of the Wild was
No,
so
like,
big
its
for
own thing.
for Nintendo that I know people who love that game that have not touched another Zelda. It really is something they're
It
going
really
to focus.
was it really was an event when it first came
Yep.
out. Like I
Yeah.
remember, for the whole fucking year, people would not stop talking.
And it was also because
it got people into games. It was honestly, this might sound like I'm smoking
And the
dick when I
hose
say this,
squirting.
but its launch reminded me a lot of Halo, where it was like it reached a point where like there were people I knew who like don't play games at all, who were not interested in games at any bit, that were playing Breath of the Wild day in and day out.
I know people who are not dedicated gamers, and they just got a Switch this year, and the game that they got with it was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's like the
Dude,
go-to
Breath of
game.
the Wild was the only game I played on my Switch.
That makes sense. Did you play Ultimate Alliance 3?
What?
Did you play Ultimate Alliance 3?
No, nigga, it looked like ass.
No, dude, it looked cool. Fuck you.
It looked like
Joe,
ass.
you
It
can
had
do the
MCU
next one.
designs. Fuck
Okay,
that.
It didn't have
let me see.
MCU. They only had
Sure.
MCU.
Metroid Prime Re1 Remaster revealed at E3 and launch in October. Prime 2 and 3 are still coming, but not till 2023.
Andy, you're so retarded.
I listened.
You were almost right. You were almost. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
And there have been other people leaking, and it's fine.
Andy, I'm about to. Andy, if you have one more stupid ass fucking prediction, I'm gonna stick my kosher in your mouth, you motherfucker.
Bozo,
You
we're
are
only
so
halfway
fucking
there.
idiotic.
We're only halfway.
Well, on this one, he was close. He was just off by a matter of months.
Nintendo 5, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Nintendo 5, they made 5 of them.
Eli, you can do this one.
Okay.
They're getting really lazy with the names.
Well,
Prime 4 will receive a gameplay reveal, but isn't happening until 2023.
Well, it's not like Bozo or Cole care about you or Cole care about
That's
Nintendo.
right, I don't care.
Yeah,
about
I sat
video
for
games.
Andy's general prediction,
Yeah,
which I
fuck-
did not care
I
about.
Fuck
care-
Nintendo,
I
dude,
care
especially
about- I care-
Pokemon Emerald.
I care about this is Metroid, right? I care about Metroid because I like to jerk off to Samus. So it's like
I can
literally
relate to that.
Based.
the more Metroid gets made, the more Samus I can jerk off.
Once again,
No,
still
dude,
not.
someone on the
Metroid was
timeline just
trending the
posted-
other day, and I clicked on the trending tab. There was so much art of Samus. It was I couldn't believe it.
I love it, man. Every time my eyes bug out of my head and my pupils fucking expand like a cat seeing catnip. Yeah, dude.
Someone just posted a clip of the Halloween montage from the Batman movie, and I'm like, damn, I forgot how good this shit was.
Oh, I've been
Oh,
watching
fuck.
clips of that movie today. That movie
When I
Okay,
rules.
first saw the movie, I
Who
missed
cares?
out on
Let's
him.
go on.
Shut up. No, we're talking about Batman.
No, it's good,
When I first-
dude. It's
We're not.
Kino.
We're talking
It's
about
fucking
video
Kino.
games.
It's
You know what
Kino.
movie-
It's
Yeah,
Kino.
Shit, let's go on.
You don't have a video game? You don't have a video game? You don't have a video game? Gotham Knights. What's Gotham? Batman. Batman, the movie. Anyway, so the Batman, the
Yeah,
opening
speaking
I
of
like
mid-
this.
No,
Be
fuck
quiet,
you.
be quiet,
That movie's
be quiet.
great, Eli. I'm gonna let them
Be
talk.
quiet, be quiet. In the very
I'm
beginning,
gonna.
in the very beginning when I missed out because like some stupid baby was like crying and screaming and fucking spewing like it was Jack and Daxter. Like when like literally like you know like the Jack and Daxter like green slime or whatever, like the little ooze that turns Daxter into whatever the fuck he is. This baby was like secreting that and it was like screaming. So I missed what he said October 31st. And so like I didn't realize it was Halloween. I just thought Gotham looked like that.
Yeah.
It just made sense to me. It was
It
like, yeah,
does.
this is what Gotham is.
Lid. I think you can read
The
this
Batman
one.
is not 100% mid. You fucking. Why do we let these anti-Semites in the chat?
Yeah, I
Get
don't
outta
know.
here.
The Batman.
Mario
rules.
Odyssey
Batman
2 will
was-
be
the
teased,
Batman was
but isn't
Kino.
happening till next year.
No new 3D Mario news this year.
Bro really thought Mario Odyssey 2 was coming that quickly.
I did.
Bro,
I mean, to
they're
be
not
fair,
making-
that's
they're not making-
that's probably like a launch title for fucking whatever
Yep.
the next thing
Yep.
after
Here's what's gonna
Switch
happen.
is.
Here's a prediction that'll actually happen. The Mario Odyssey 2 trailer will play during the Mario movie.
That's
That's
a
real.
really
It's-
good prediction, Bozo.
It's gonna be like a big thing.
Better than any of Andy's
It's gonna be like the fucking what's it called? It's gonna be like the wizard. It's gonna be like
Avengers trailer at the end of Captain America.
And then Eli,
Oh, this
you
is
can
like
do
the Wizard
the. Actually, is this? I think this is the final Nintendo prediction.
Okay.
Mario Kart 9 will be a major launch title of the Switch 2, though. Oh wait, you asked Eli to read this.
I do not care. Yeah.
We got a bunch of DLC, which is it's insane how much we got. We didn't get Mario Kart 9.
So is this the last of Nintendo, by the way?
Yes, but we're not moving
All
on
right,
to
so-
next predictions. We're doing,
I do want to say something.
Yes.
It is funny that you did not predict their the title they announced, which is Pikmin 4.
No, I was like, no. That's
Yeah.
No, I'm coming to the realization Andy's game predictions are just what he wants to see for Inventor.
That's kind
If
of
Respect
Inventor said
I
if all of
respect
Andy's
it.
predictions were real, 2023 would have been the biggest year for gaming. And it's like, it's literally
I-
true.
I honestly respect it. I want to live in Andy's world.
I want to live in
Okay.
Andy's world of fucking gumdrops and like sugar plums. Like it's amazing what Andy believes.
sounds
Now
beautiful.
it's time for the 2022. A little intermission. I'm gonna do some awards. We're gonna talk about games that I played this year and go over them.
Fortnite, it's good.
It is good, but
Fortnite
that
best
didn't
game of
come
the
out
year.
this year.
Andy, this is the gayest thing you've ever done.
Okay. So the best games that I've beaten on stream. You don't get to read these because
Pokemon Emerald.
Number 5.
Blood, fresh supply.
Fucking great game by that was a lot of fun. I got lost a bunch because I'm dumb, but you know.
That wasn't. That's one of
Was
my.
that
That's one of my
was that the
favorites.
stream?
That's
Was
what
that the
I
stream
love.
where it
Yes.
was really high?
Yes, that was the
Yeah,
stream where you
I'll
talked
bring
about
up-
all
I'll
the
bring
times
up
you didn't get
that
pussy.
stream. That stream. First of all, I love the game Blood's amazing. If you haven't played it, you should play it.
Yes.
But that was when Cole made. I dare not repeat it, but it was the funniest joke they've ever made.
Oh
And I
wait,
can't
let
repeat
me.
it.
I think I put it on.
It was when they were talking
It's
about like
the-
Gundam, like the Gundam made like a girl anime. They didn't say I had like gay people or something, and like a bunch of like black guys with Naruto abbeys.
Hold
were
on.
making
I
out.
have the clip.
And
Let
he
me.
said something abhorrent.
Okay. Here's the clip. I'm going to post it in chat, and
Sure.
you can watch this wonderful moment. Anyway.
That was abhorrent. That was
Also,
one of the.
Andy, peep stream chat.
Who's cooking?
Peep stream chat. Okay, I will peep stream chat. Let me check.
I stream chatted you a while ago.
Can-
but-
Oh,
do you get
okay.
to wait? Do you get to fuck the girl in that? Like in the second one?
Hold on. Wait. No spoilers. That's supposed to be silent. Anyway, number 4, fourth best game
You
I
can
beat
say
on
Why
yes
don't you
or
just
no about
fucking
fucking
read out
the
loud, you
girl.
stupid idiot.
Metroid Zero Mission. One of the best remakes.
Also, wait, what do you mean? Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get into the details. But are you talking about the minor, Cole?
No, dude. Okay, shut the fuck up. No, in Fear
Of
2.
course you
In
did.
Fear
No.
2.
You're talking about the fucking minor. No, be quiet. You can't talk about it.
No,
You're
shut the fuck
talking
up.
minor. No,
No,
you can't talk about it. You can't talk
No.
about it though. You can't talk about it though. You can't.
Fuck you.
You
In
can't.
Fear 2, she's an adult.
No,
and
you
have
can't.
sex with her.
You're just saying.
Auntie, are these games you played
On
for the
stream.
first time, or just games on stream?
On
okay.
stream. These are the
'Cause I was
games.
gonna say, I thought you played that before.
No, these
Yeah.
are the.
He played Metro Zero Mission, I think like 2 years ago. I remember
Played it a couple
having
times.
fucking meltdown, and he got so mad at the final boss he kept unplugging his controller and throwing it.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Honestly, Mother Brain and Metroid Zero Mission is bullshit. I wouldn't throw my
Wait,
controller.
wait, how? How? It's not that hard. Just fucking don't fall
It's not
down.
hard.
Don't fall down, forehead.
Bozo's literally lying. Anyway.
Really?
I'm not. No, he literally had his controller plugged in because his battery kept would just like die if he didn't have it plugged in, and he would get mad.
My
I've actually
controller's
had more
wired,
trouble
you dumbass.
with,
It was unplugged, then die, and then throw it. That was what happened like multiple fucking times.
Anyway.
It's funny because I had more trouble with Mother Brain than I did Prime One Ridley.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
Mother Brain just. Anyway,
Number 3, Link to the Past.
mean,
My
love-
favorite Zelda. Doesn't need much explanation. You should play it.
Fortnite better be on this goddamn list, Andy.
Or everybody else also.
I'm
I have
only
not played
counting
this
games
game.
I beat credits in, so Fortnite's
Shut
not
up!
on here.
I have not played this game. But Rebecca, I trust you. I trust what you're saying because you seem to have a really big heart in this. But apparently Rebecca is gonna fucking Colombian necktie you if you don't add Control Alt Ego. This game of the year. I've not played this game, so
I have
no
not
opinion
played
on
that
it.
game either. I've never heard of it, actually. I don't.
But you're fighting for it. You're fighting for it hard. So I'm thinking I gotta give it a look.
Metroid Prime is number 2. I said this in the end of the Metroid stream. I don't think it's necessarily the best game that I've beaten on stream, like, in general. But I think it is the game that I've beaten on stream that I could most easily recommend to anyone. Like if you're watching this right now, go play Metroid Prime if you haven't before. Go do that.
Dude, Prey is so fucking good, Rebecca. Prey is so fucking good.
I want to play Prey 2017.
Did you play Project Moon Crash? Because that shit will make your fucking nipples hard.
The only
It's
MSIM I
so
played this
good.
year was I got the early access, the first campaign of Gloomwood build, and that was a lot of fun. But best,
you
the
know my
best,
white ass
of
been playing
course, is
Pokemon.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles Angel Island Revisited, because it's me. It's me. What did you expect?
Okay, so I want to give my
No,
rating of this.
Fortnite.
I want to give this right now. Metroid
I'm limiting
Stakes,
it to games that you could beat on stream. I didn't beat
Legend of
Fortnite.
Zelda is ass. Metroid Stakes, Blood's awesome, and Sonic's for nerds who don't get girls.
Fortnite.
So I'm gonna say the blood seems like it's shit then, because I need to counteract Bozo.
Okay.
Wait.
I fucked up this slide again, but it
Okay,
doesn't
I
really
don't know what
matter.
that is. So
So these are
Blood's really good.
So I would like to clarify.
Worst stream games. Super Mario Brothers 2, Sonic the Hedgehog Christian Whitehead Edition, Devil May Cry 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 8-bit, Crash Bandicoot 1.
Let me go over this list a little bit.
Doesn't matter, Uncle Ben. Fortnite's better than all of them.
Shut up.
I'm glad that meme's been taken off.
5 through 3 are all like games that I still give a 7, even if I have problems with it. Christian Whitehead is the mobile port of Sonic 1, which is in widescreen, has a bunch of features. DMC 1 is cool. I was actually the most positive person on it on stream. I remember Lid and Eli I had them on for most of the stream, and they fucking hated that game, which is very funny.
yeah.
DMC 1's a great game, but it's painful to watch someone who hasn't played DMC before play it. I don't know if you hadn't.
I've played a bit of DMC 1.
I don't think they like it in general.
I did.
It fucking sucks.
It doesn't suck. You dumb.
DMC 1 is definitely a game that gets better the more you play it, but
this is what I'm saying. Like, you gave Sonic Frontiers an 8, and you're like, Devil May Cry. Shit's too. No.
Devil May Cry 1? Yes, it fucking sucks.
Wait. No.
Wait,
No, my brother. I should have done that. I'm sorry. I would have.
I do like 3, 4, and 5,
anyway,
but not
I would
the
like to
Golden
say,
one.
fuck. The only game on here that I actively consider bad is Crash 1. Crash 1's a bad game, and there's no reason anyone should ever play it again.
Crash 1's not a bad game.
Crash 1 is bad.
Bumba
Andy,
Clock
can I ask
with
you-
the Andy song.
I would say
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
Have you played the hit visual novel Fort Stay Night?
I have not.
I mean, oh, you're an idiot. You're so stupid, Eli. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then it clicked in my head.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
glad.
it's time for
No,
lightning
Crash. Crash 1 seemed pretty bad. For me.
Yeah, I was rough.
Like, it did not.
It is a
Fortnite
game.
It would be an 11 out of 10 if they made a King Arthur skin that you can jack off to.
Or feet tacos.
From Fate? Are you talking about from Fate, or are you talking about just in general?
From Fate, obviously.
Fortnite. Yeah.
No, not in Fortnite, you dumb shit. I'm saying, when you say King Arthur, you mean King Arthur from Fate, or do you just mean King Arthur?
It
'Cause
was
for
the
you, it could be
insane-
both.
The OG also has its own share of issues. It has the dumbest save feature in any game ever. Anyway, so this is the lightning round. This is a bunch of quick awards that I
You
wanted to
say
give.
that game has a dumb save feature, but you played Sonic Frontiers, motherfucker?
Sonic Frontiers is good. Anyway,
Pokemon.
The best soundtrack of 2022. I didn't play most of the big JRPGs this year. There was stuff I missed, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land, very good soundtrack.
I too
Probably-
love being A.
Probably my favorite Kirby soundtrack.
Yeah, I love playing games made for people in spinny hats that suck on
The
root beer
most
suckers.
forgettable game.
Fuck you, Bozo. I hate you so much.
Root Beer Sucker sounds incredible right now.
You fucking, how's that root beer sucker taste, buddy? How's that A&W root beer sucker taste in your mouth, you fucking bitch?
I don't know what the fuck that is. A root beer sucker? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, of
You
course.
make that up.
A sucker is what,
Shit, nigga,
it's
I
like
could.
a lollipop.
Anyway, so most forgettable in a game needs a game that has a AAA budget, got marketing, showed up at events, but left no real impression. I was originally going to put Dying Light 2 here because it got overshadowed by Horizon, which got overshadowed by Elden Ring. But there was something even more obscure.
That makes a good point in chat. You best soundtrack. You didn't put Joe's the game they worked on.
I'm
here.
so I that's because I have not heard a single piece of music from that game.
That's kind of bad.
I know you're not. You're not fucking. Yeah.
Link me out to
Fake
the
friends.
Fake
Fake friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'd rather eat crumbs
many
with bugs than steaks with snakes. That's all I gotta.
So the most forgettable game of 2022 is the Crossfire X campaign. So they got what's the name of the Alan Wake? Remedy. They got Remedy to make a campaign for a big popular shooter in China that they ported to Xbox.
Good fucking line, dude.
it bombed and forgot, and it's just been like no one's ever going to talk about this game, and good, because no one should. It is insane how much time Microsoft dedicated to it at press conference with how hard it flopped. Anyway,
that is crazy.
My favorite boss fight. There are necessarily better ones, but man, I had the biggest grin I had all year was when the Sonic Frontiers first boss started and you turned into Supersonic and then the new metal song started playing. I had the biggest fucking grin of any...
Dude, I had the biggest grin on my face when we were at Weenie Hut Juniors and it went up a little bit and then went down.
Bozo,
do you ever have fun?
I have so much fun, my dear. I'm having fun right now.
Excuse me, Bozo. I actually go to Super Weenie Hut Juniors.
I bet you do.
Andy, I just want to say, I do think it's funny that you did not play Elden Ring when you did play Sonic Frontiers. I know it's you, but it's just in terms of
Elden Ring I almost bought, but then I didn't.
Elden Ring was so great.
But then I didn't because it's like I didn't want to spend $60 on it that much after I spent a bunch of stuff, and also it's like I still need to play through every Dark Souls game other than DS1. Like I need to play more of the series.
Honestly, I've never played any of the other Dark Souls games, and I played Elden Ring.
All right.
I've only played Bloodborne. That was the only Souls game I've actually.
Yeah, same.
I played a little bit of 2 and 3, but not enough to say I played them. Like I think it was less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, definitely played Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. They're really good.
I have played Dark Souls 1. That's the only one I've played. But the biggest.
Andy, they were talking to me, not you. So.
Oh, okay.
Inside voice.
Anyway,
Thanks.
The biggest surprise of 2022. This is technically not gaming rate. But I don't think anyone at the start of the year would have predicted that. Gaming related. Sorry. Yes.
You said gaming rape though. You cut out the middleman when you said that.
Anyway, I don't think anyone would
have
have predicted
favorite channel awesome character.
That's right.
Gaming.
All I wanted to say was I don't think anyone would have guessed that the rights to like Silmarillion, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, all that shit would be bought out by Embracer Group out of nowhere when they also bought like Square Enix. That's nuts to me. Still, it's like wait,
so are they not in multiverses?
No, Gandalf is not in multiverses. They got cut. Like he was in the files. They never added him because of that.
Yeah, they had to cut out all of the Lord of the Rings characters because of that. They actually also had to cut. No, I'm thinking about. Did you see the other thing that the other like sweep Amazon did is the fucking like Netflix's current biggest show Wednesday just got taken off because Amazon bought the rights.
Oh, that's funny.
Because they bought the rights. Yeah, they bought the rights not from Netflix but from the estate that owns the Addams. No, sorry, they bought MGM. And MGM owns the Addams Family, and so now the second season is going to go to Prime.
I will absolutely
just quick aside. Charles Addams was a really good part.
I would like to say, Crumb, I will absolutely play Dark Souls on stream.
Actually, hold on.
Probably by the end of 2023.
Oh, by the way, Cole, can I tell you something?
I almost self-incriminated here. Okay, no, never mind.
Anyway,
I was like,
Lid, it's your time. It's time for the most scrunkly game of 2022.
What is the most scrunkly game of 2022?
So there were a couple things. I thought of Kirby, but I think given recent news.
Hold on, Lid, do you see Doggo?
Yeah.
You know what?
I also say Pepper.
Lid, you know what you are? You're a treat. You're a real treasure, Lid. I'm not gonna come after you. I can't do it with good conscience.
The most scrunkly game of 2022 is the Klonoa Fantasy, the Klonoa release. Look at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true. Klonoa is very scrunkly.
Biggest criminal of 2022. Not
what does that mean?
Yuji Naka, because he got arrested.
Andy, who is your biggest criminal of 2022 or 2020? I mean,
biggest criminal of what?
Of 2020.
I don't know. I'll have to look
back. It's so crazy because like Yuji Naka, all of his crimes are from like the past month and a half.
That's true. They found his ass out.
You know that is true. He really did just decide to pull a Kanye with that. Like he decided, I'm gonna cut it off now. Like I'm gonna just do it all.
He got arrested 3 times in a month. That's beautiful.
But
Biggest.
also, he's beating your record.
So the biggest personal. This is gonna be a caveat. So Proteus is not bad. I do think it was a bit underwhelming as a boomer shooter campaign guy. Well, I was expecting it. Like I was sucking this game's dick. I was like, I'm so hyped. I'm so ready.
Yeah, you're used to that, aren't you, boy?
Part of the problem with it is that like,
Okay, Bozo, we're on good terms again. I forgive you for insulting Curly.
part of the problem with it is also that like they were late shipping the final update, and I was like, I want to play this game now. I bought it already. So I played the early access campaign, and then they didn't the save didn't transfer over because they added a bunch of new content, so I had to play through that again. I'll probably go back and play this, and it's definitely good, but it's only decent at best. It's not like a really great shooter, which is what I was hoping it would be. The funniest game launch. Cole, you want to take a guess at what the funniest game launch of 2022
Don't say
is?
it, you fucking bastard. Not when you're shitty.
If it's
fucking
Gotham-
Frontier.
What else could
If
it
it's
be?
Gotham Knights, I'm gonna kill you.
What else could
Dude,
it
there were so many shittier game launches than Gotham.
There
Knights.
really were.
Here's the thing.
You
Here's the thing.
only put this on to rub salt in our wound that your 5 out of 10 game slightly performed better on fucking Metacritic, more like Metacritic.
No. The reason why I put it on here, I didn't know Cole was gonna be on this stream, but they hyped that game up so hard that when it came out, I was like, "Oh, this is Christmas morning." Anyway,
I will say, Cole, you were fucking stupid for hyping it up the way you did. That was actually like 100%. At most, it was gonna be like a 7 out of 10. You hyped it up.
No,
You hyped
dude,
it up
it's
the
game
same way Lid hyped up Sonic Frontiers. That's not a good way to go.
which is funny because Lid was actually more pessimistic going in that game than I was.
Yeah, I just had fun. I like to jump around.
The most promising ongoing game that I play in terms of updates, it's not Fortnite.
Blues Tower Defense 6. They're always adding new content, new shit. It's a fucking amazing
played-
game.
No,
Blues
roguelike
Tower Defense 6.
evolution.
No, it's
No,
cool.
Roguelite Evolution is fine, but they're not adding as much as they should. They're not adding as much
That's
as they
true.
should.
As far as early
That's
access
true,
stuff goes,
actually.
I'm very excited. They've Gloomwood
Summertime
has
Saga.
added a bunch of stuff.
Summertime Saga,
I'm
though,
very
that's
excited
fucking
for what the
insane.
next comes out from Gloomwood. It's great. Go play Gloomwood. Best sprite work of 2022.
Can I nominate my favorite? There was an artist that made a art of what's her name? Vanilla? Yeah, Vanilla. They made art of Vanilla getting sucked in. They made art of Vanilla getting sucked into a vac bed, and I had to shut my computer laptop down. I couldn't look
Actually,
at that.
hold on. Hold the fucking phone. I gotta call your ass out. What the fuck was that King Koopa in a dress that you like?
Bro,
Hold on.
it was kind of hot. Let me explain. She's cute. She's cute. So
Andy, what's the best sprite work?
Best sprite work. It's
Dude,
right.
you're fucking smoking. It might be a pretty drawing, but it is not Uncle Ben dying or fucking toe popper level.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
She was
anyway,
It was
Bozo's having a certified scaly moment.
Because it's her hold her head, her hands like into like a handful, and she would like nuzzle into you, and it'd be so fucking cute, dude. Then the thing is,
She has
again,
scales.
that's the thing though. She could scratch the fuck out of me. That's hot. She could draw blood from me.
Okay, we gotta move on. Anyway, the best sprite work of 2022 is TMNT: The Shredder's Revenge. It has Casey Jones. I don't know what more you want.
Yeah, who cares, man? Dude, okay, no. The Koopa in the dress thing was not. First of all, because it's not a Koopa, all right? It's a Koopette.
What was it cooking?
It was a queen. And you guys don't get it. You guys don't get it. That. What was the other one I got yelled at?
Nah.
I got yelled at for something else. I'm always getting
Anyway,
yelled at for being such a
the
beautiful
biggest
people.
clown of 2022 is Tommy Tallarico. I don't need to say
No,
more.
dude, the biggest clown.
The biggest clown is you not jacking off to the Koopa in the dress.
All right.
I'm not
Oh.
gay.
Best movie
If
I
that
watched.
Koopa,
Now,
if that Koopa
that's
had blonde hair,
only
you would
counting
fucking
this
do it.
year. Now, I only watched 5 movies. I'll try to
I don't
watch
even
more
like
movies that
blondes
came out in
that much.
2023, but it's the Batman.
What are you talking about? Hold on, wait. What are you talking about? You don't like blondes?
Can we move on?
No.
Can we seriously?
What do
move
you mean? You literally your main stand is Gwen Stacy, and I know what
That's
Emily
true.
looks like.
She's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, Emily doesn't have blonde hair.
brother, I'm gonna hit you so
Can
hard.
we move on? I want to talk about how hyped the Batman is now. The Batman
Okay, we
fucking
can talk about
rules. The Batman fucking rules. It was 3 hours, but honestly, it justified its length completely. It's easily the best looking comic book movie ever made. Its soundtrack is good, which is rare for a blockbuster in this made in
Fortnite's
this
better
thing.
than all.
I don't
the
think you
Batman?
would. Yeah, I'm gassing
I
up
was
the
doing
Batman.
I was doing that.
Yeah,
Uncle
like I think it's
Ben.
Batman. Your stupid ass wasn't listening.
I know. I'm doing the Uncle Ben joke, where it's like, Fortnite's better than all of them.
Anyway,
No, you cut out. Can you
the
repeat
best
that?
TV show I watched this year, Primal Season
Yo,
2.
mama! Sorry.
I had a few other decent honorable mentions thinking it over, but yeah.
Did you really say Primal Season 2?
Yeah. It's a fucking great show.
Andy's.
That was
We need
fun.
we
We
need
had
we
fun
need to
watching
know. We need to know Andy's top scene of 2022.
My top scene in 2022,
Ask Chrome
unironically, favorite scene from a TV show. Oh, wait a second. I just realized what you're talking about. Can we talk about
All right.
Yeah, no, I was thinking more in the crumb sense.
But yeah, please watch Primal Season 2 if you haven't.
Guys, watch Primal Season 2 specifically just to get to the ending when his wife fucks him to death.
That is how they
Let's go.
No, I am not kidding. She
That was
fucks him to
raw.
death. It was
That was
insane.
that.
We were-
That,
it was
that
insane
caught me
because
off
he was
guard.
literally turning Cole into Nick Fuentes watching it. Like Cole was
That
saying shit
caught
about
me
how, like,
off
he would
guard.
grab her by her hair if she did that to him. Like it was insane.
I didn't have hair, you stupid bitch.
That's true. She was bald. Anyway, Primal Season.
That's the way you said it. The way you said it, you literally went like, "Oh, if she gets me, I'd hit her." Oh, I'd be
Gendy's
so
the
mad
goat.
at him.
Fuck you,
Angry.
Warner Brothers. If you don't give him a season 3. Moving on. Lightning round.
The best episode was the one about the British guys, though. That episode went crazy.
The
hard.
Viking episode was really good.
That shit went Brandon.
Favorite
fan game and mod, Summertime Saga.
Sonic Triple Trails. I didn't beat this, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
how
played
far did you
a bit.
get?
I got like 2 or 3 zones in, I think.
Favorite
It's really
mod,
good. You get to
roguelike
unlock,
Evolution Prime mod.
You
Absolutely
get to unlock Fang the
essential to your
Sniper,
playthrough.
who
He's
gets
cool.
triple jump, and he's really cute.
Oh, that's cool. This is good. Go play it. It's good Sonic. It's maybe the best Sonic game of the year, technically.
Yeah, is it really? That's cool. Anyway, who cares? Continue. Worst headline. I'm gonna read this one out. Don't even fucking do it. I'm
you
gonna
can
read it
read
out.
this.
The Disco Elysium creators being kicked out of their own company. Yeah, that fucking sucked, dude.
That was really bad, and it came out of nowhere. Thankfully,
Yeah.
the guy who kicked them out is getting sued for fraud, so let's hope that goes somewhere. Biggest loser. This is company-wise.
Biggest loser in 2022. Well, Cole, you finally got an award, buddy. You finally got something.
This is
Really?
company-wise.
I
I
had
would
nothing
say.
but dubs.
I would say it's Microsoft.
You're nothing but flubs, brother. Get out of here.
Microsoft. I saw that bloodstream. You can't say you're nothing but jobs. Anyway, Mike.
That was comedic gold.
It was. Thank you.
Phil Spencer's not looking too great.
Like, it's not just the FTC stuff. It's also that
Imagine a Chinese person.
they
saying
didn't
Phil Spencer.
ship a
Imagine if you
full
will.
normal
Chinese-
retail game, not counting Ghostwire, which I don't even count because that was well into development before the buyout even happened.
Imagine if you will. Sorry.
It's like Sony already didn't have a great year, so this would have been and Microsoft had a really good 2021.
Oh, hold
I
on.
think.
That's the point. Sorry, I'm sorry. He just gave me the best ammunition of the night. A Crumb fan game would be amazing. Yeah, dude. Look up Rayplay. They already made it, man.
He did set you up for that one, but yeah, Microsoft had a really
Look at Swish.
biggest winner of 2022. There are like, I
The,
almost
the
thought
gamers.
I almost gave it to Nintendo
Honestly,
because they had a pretty
Honestly, the
consistent
biggest
output.
winner.
It should be them niggas that made the Steam Deck, because they fucking cooked on that one, bro.
Nah, Valve ain't.
The biggest winner in 2022 was the Armenian guy I met at the gas station that played his violin for me, then pissed his pants and gave me an I'm with her sticker. I hope that guy's doing amazing right now, because that guy's awesome.
The biggest winner of 2022 is actually Bamco. It's not just because of Elden Ring. That's most of it, but it's also that, like, they had cool stuff throughout. Like, they brought back Pac-Man World and Klonoa, which I didn't expect.
They got that Gundam Gacha game that is actually
really they have fun. That, and they had the Dragon Ball The Fighters, which is one of the funniest games ever made. Like, you made a Dead by Daylight clone where it's OG, like, first arc of Dragon Ball characters running away from Frieza. That's at least funny. Like, they came off Tales of the Rise. They announced Armored Core 6. Overall, like, pretty good year for Bamco. They
also announced Tekken 8.
They did. So yeah, that's. Oh, lightning round's over.
Not too good for the president of Bamco, who was shot in the head. For being Chinese or whatever.
Now time for the top 5 games.
Shut up.
Number 5 is Sonic Frontiers. This one barely made the list. I had more stuff that I wanted to actually finish.
It barely crossed the finish line of being a game.
No, it's better. Half of it's a real game. The other half is a bit.
Half of it is like fucking Bubsy 3D with $1 million. Like, just nothing. It's just nonsense.
That is literally an incoherent sentence.
I have played games on itch. I didn't play games on itch.io made by Armenian guys with two fingers.
Dude, I'm trying to play that game.
What's your thing about Armenian guys?
If I had beat it, I probably would have put Shredder's Revenge over here on this, but I put it down and I meant to finish it before the end of the year, but it took me long to finish other stuff.
Rebecca, you're my strongest soldier. I want you to know you're appreciated. You're appreciated.
Number 4, Multiverses. I haven't played this game in a while, but I really enjoyed my time with it this year. It's
You're like putting it on here because you can play as fucking Daffy Duck. You fucking
no,
they haven't added him
yet. You can
yet.
play as LeBron. You can play as
LeBron
China.
was kind of insane though. How he did. The worst thing to come out of that game was seeing Cole just jump at the opportunity like a little schoolgirl to play Finn. That sucked.
What?
It was
I've never even played Finn.
Yes, you did. That was the main character you played until you got LeBron.
Oh fuck! Wait, it was because he was broken. I forgot.
My man,
he's fucking broken.
Shout out to Bug
He's
Bunny.
playing it on like my PS5.
Shout out to a fight.
And I'm just seeing Finn's stupid ass just like linking him back.
It's a Smash clone with a good roster that I like, and also has good online, which is like enough to make it.
It's a very solid gameplay.
Yeah.
If my internet wasn't fucking Baghdad 24/7. It would probably be. I'd be playing it a lot more than I sadly not able to.
LeBron recently, because I heard they nerfed him a bunch, which was really fun.
Number 3, Cultic, Episode 1. So Cultic's weird. Normally I don't do early access, but they released the first episode as a standalone thing, and they're selling the later ones as DLC.
Number 2,
Honey Select 3.
Cultic's really fun.
I hope I know what Andy's number 2 is. I already know what his number 1
You
is.
do, Eli.
Yeah.
Cultic's really cool.
Bloons Tower Defense 6, number 2.
Joe, have you played it?
I've played what?
Cultic.
Have you played Honey Select 2?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I really liked it. It's basically, I would say the 3 big games I can feel as inspiration for it are obviously Blood because of the aesthetic and a lot of the weapon choices. Like, you get dynamite that feels really good to fire at enemies, and other stuff, and you're fighting off an evil cult that's mostly shotgunners. It's a lot of Resident Evil 4 in that, like, it's not really as fast as a lot of other boomer shooters where it's go in, like, into a big arena and just dodge stuff. Like, Dusk, for example, ends its game with its final real fight being, like, a Serious Sam arena. You couldn't really do that with Cult. It's a lot more, like, tactical and knowing when to pick your fights. Like, it's not like Arma 3 or anything, but it's knowing like getting into like sniper duels and headshotting enemies.
It's so funny that Arma 4 came out this year and like no one cared.
Did it? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it did, and everyone just played Arma 3. Everyone just continued playing Arma 3.
But and also, it's right. It got a lot of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It has the paratrooper rifle and the Sten in it, which I really appreciate. It has the underground crypt levels, but good. It's not higher on this list because it is just the first episode, and like could use a bit more. But this has like I feel like this is probably I haven't played Ultra Kill because I'm waiting for the final release for that. This is probably
I guess Arma Reforger is a spin-off.
This is probably going to be the best boomer shooter I've played since Dusk, which coming from me, that's very high praise.
That's not really. You hated Dusk.
Yeah, I do. Number 2
Real shit.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. You know,
yeah,
everyone said it.
Boomer shooter nonsense. Let's get to real video games.
We'll get to real video games.
Let's get to video games made for people that said that go a little too crazy on the automatic horse outside the gas station.
Everyone has said it already a million times, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land really does feel like a Kirby game that came out 20 years into HAL Labs making 3D Kirby games. It is the smoothest, most polished transition to 3D I've seen in the medium.
It feels like a game made for people that. It feels like a game made for people that get a little too heated at the claw machine. They need to sit back and relax, put their feet up.
You have the worst taste in video games. God damn it!
I have an amazing taste in video games.
Fortnite.
So fucking
Fortnite's better than all of them.
All of the combat stuff is great. The platforming feels really good. It's just Forgotten Land. Like Cole, you should emulate this game on your Steam Deck. You should play it. It's really good.
If you play that game, you're not seeing heaven. Understand that?
Okay,
and I already did a spoiler cast for it a while ago. You can find that on my YouTube channel. But anyway, my number 1, if you've been following me at any time this year, this is not a surprise. But of course, Game of the Year 2022 is Spark the Electric Gesture 3.
You're an idiot. I hate you.
Which Bozo last year called a fake video game. She is wrong. Spark the Electric Gesture 3 is the realest video game ever made.
The video game that they're trying to get in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Like, it's not a real game.
Yeah, that is the video game that they play on. They play that shit on fucking like Law and Order.
Spark 3 is the single greatest controlling video game I have ever played in my life.
I'm gonna watch some Law and Order.
It has a free demo. I recommend everyone watching it tries it.
Have you ever watched Law and Order?
Yeah, I've watched Law and Order.
With Vincent D'Onofrio. You ever watched that?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to Cole. Cole.
No.
You gotta watch it because it's literally just Law and Order Columbo. Like that's who Vincent D'Onofrio's playing, basically.
Oh yeah, Criminal Intent. Anyway,
yeah.
So like,
what was Criminal Intent?
Spark 3. Not only does it have, like really really tight, solid platforming designs. Its levels are massive, but also can be really like planned out for like speed running rewards. It has actually a pretty competent combat system that it integrates pretty well in the platforming and good boss fights. You know what? If there was any trend for platformers this year, it was that we are finally out of, like, it is no longer acceptable to make boring ass platformer bosses where you wait to hit him for bosses to expose their weak points 3 different times. The standard for what a boss fight in a 3D platformer can be has been raised. Spark 3 is excellent. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time. And also, near the end of the year, they released DLC where they put all of the levels from the second game into it, so it has so much content in it. I cannot recommend this game enough. Rebecca is not there, says Spark 3 is a really fun platformer. Thank you. Someone gets it. Lid, do you have anything you'd like to say about Spark 3?
Yeah. Spark 3 has some of the best platformer controls ever.
Yeah. So now for my single list of my 5 most anticipated games of 2023. Now there are some caveats. Games like Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Part 2, and Final Fantasy 16. All games that I'm very excited for, and all games that I am 100% certain I will not be able to play.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy VII Part 2. They kill off Tifa.
We'll get to that.
That's just gonna be so crazy. They're gonna kill.
I
Tifa.
actually think they're gonna
Tifa's
kill
going
someone
into
else.
dirt.
You're gonna be excited. I think.
What's your most excited game? Andy.
If they kill off Barrett, I'm
let's
hating
go.
myself.
I have a lot of games. Number one, first coming out in January, Pizza Tower.
Of course, your most exciting game is something to do with pizza.
Oh, this is in
cheese
no
pizza.
order.
Well, whatever.
Pizza Tower is really cool. It's like, this analogy's overused, but it is quite true to say that Pizza Tower is Wario Land 4 on crack. It is one of the fastest, most unhinged platformers I've ever played, and
Andy, that was the most machinima ass like
I know.
headline you could have fucking said.
I know. It's great. Eli doesn't like it because
I'd say it's Wario Land 4 made by fucking idiots.
Lid, you like Pizza Tower's demo, right?
Andy, I really don't think you should be going around saying you love a game about like cheese pizza.
I like pizza.
Next up, Hollow Knight Silk Song. This is probably my most anticipated game of the year, assuming it comes out, which I think is likely. Hollow Knight's not my favorite Metroidvania, but it's definitely up there. It's really, really good. I appreciate it for what it is, and yeah. I mean, I have complete faith in
Andy,
this.
I think that Hollow Knight got, in my opinion, too much hype. I wasn't as big a fan of it as some. I will probably pick up Silk Song at some point.
No. Especially since they're kind of taking, like, Hollow Knight's combat was a little 2D Dark Souls. Not super, but there are definitely similarities, and it's slow and precise. Silk Song is definitely kind of the Sekiro in that everything's more faster and mobile and aggressive, and I think that's going to be
let's not turn me off the play.
Yeah, that's true. Resident Evil 4.
Chroma's saying it's not slow. What?
I would say like compared to something like Metroid Dread and a lot of the Igavanias, I would say Hollow Knight's controls feel kind of deliberate. In a way.
I wouldn't. Deliberate's a better word than slow.
Yeah, deliberate. Like it's like the final levels give you Super Meat Boy controls, or give you like Super Meat Boy-esque platforming challenges, but you're not really built for that. It's not necessarily a bad thing. They're well implemented, but it's Hollow Knight isn't like as fast paced as a lot of other Metroidvanias can be.
Also, Hollow Knight is like you're given like a little stick to fight off these things that are much more capable.
Yes.
And that works sometimes. Other times, I just found it a little tedious. And I also thought the game was just a little bit too long for its own good.
I can get that.
I still think that's a good game.
I think Hollow Knight.
I get it. But...
I think Hollow Knight length works because it's like if every other Metroidvania was showing up and being 30 hours, I would like Hollow Knight a lot less. But because it's such a giant, bigger game than most of the genre, I think its length kind of works to its advantage.
Well, I also get annoyed because other people...
Yes, people are like, you can't make 10
like Hollow Knight, get harsh on, Metroid and Castlevania and games in that genre that are not as long, because there is something, I think, satisfying about a relatively shorter experience.
But anyway. Resident Evil 4. Stu here?
Ooh, my Lego
Who joined?
No.
I thought someone joined.
Stu's not here.
Okay.
No, it was Cole disconnecting and reconnecting 6 times because they're trying to get their Lego game to work.
Resident Evil.
Dude, my fucking I'm gonna kill you with a gun.
Resident Evil 4
fucking do it, pussy.
Is
I will say I don't care about Pedo Tower or Hollow Knight, but I am hyped as fuck for Resident Evil 4.
No, I mean, I think
that looks so fucking cool, and some of the stuff that some of the little insider knowledge that I know makes me way more.
I'm very excited.
Faggot.
Can I ask you about your insider knowledge?
No.
You don't have to say yes if you can't say.
We'll talk about this.
Does Leon take off his shirt at any point in the game? That's just what I want to know.
He better. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for that, but he better.
Okay.
This is why Eli and I connect so well, because we have a similar taste in them, which makes it interesting.
We'll have to DM about this and go over that some more then. But Andy, we can't see it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell
No,
happened?
hold on.
Andy, you closed your stream.
I was gonna change something.
This is like the 5th time this has happened.
That was deliberate.
This is
I was
not a
doing
good.
something.
This is so bad, Andy. This is so bad.
Okay.
This is so bad.
Yeah. So that's supposed to say remake as well, but I put release date because I'm dumb. Anyway, System Shock.
Awesome.
Mommy's coming. Mommy's coming back. Look forward
I'm
to.
sorry. I'm sorry. First of all, don't ever say mommy like that ever. I know I make jokes. I know I make jokes about your mother, but I will stop. Full stop. I will never make a joke about. I will never make a joke about that bovine beauty, if you never say mommy ever again.
Sounds good.
There's two reasons why I hate you saying that. There's two reasons
I
why
mean,
hate you
they
saying
said it was March, so
No.
like they got room to delay it if it's not coming out then, which I could see it getting. They put out a demo.
Little nuts are so itchy.
Yeah, no, I mean I have actually, so I played a bunch of Thief 1 and 2. I played a good amount of Deus Ex. I have actually never played either System Shock 1 or System Shock 2. I've owned System Shock 2 for years, but never gotten around to it, so I'm very excited.
I used to play System Shock 2. This is a fun fact. This is true, by the way. I used to play System Shock 2 as a kid just so I could kill the monkey. I never beat the game because I would just load it up. At least as a kid, I beat it later on, but I would load it up just so I could go in there.
Your mom was furious whenever you would do this.
Because I would just go up there. Because the monkeys are so funny. Because you hit them in the head, they go. It's like this thing fall over, and it's so funny. I used to load the game up to shoot the monkeys and hit them with wrenches. I thought it was
Andy,
so
can you
cute.
put the stream back up by any chance?
Oh,
Your
yeah,
mom was
sorry.
punching holes in concrete every time she heard the pain screams of monkeys.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
The final game. It's fucking Tears of the Kingdom. There's a new Zelda. There's a new Zelda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say mine would be System Shock RE4, and I'm gonna say make fun of me all you want, pick on me, hit me, hard feather a free woman all you want. Wolverine, that shit's gonna own. Wolverine's gonna be
I, for a second, was terrified because of how much you were giving caveats. You were gonna say Suicide Squad. I'm very glad you didn't. But I thought because
Wolverine's better than all of them.
I've actually heard that it's fun. I've heard that the quality testers have said it's actually really fun. And I do partially believe that because Rocksteady aren't bad at making story-wise, they could be a hard 50-50. None of the Arkham games I would say have bad gameplay though.
anyway.
Like, they never fucked. Like Arkham Knight, which is the worst one, has the best gameplay. It's the best one to play.
Andy, I'll send you my list later. By the
Okay.
way, most anticipated.
So now it's time for the 2020. Joe, if I'm super off, if try not to spoil because we gotta laugh at me again. 12 months
Well,
from now.
to be fair, also I don't think they'll be able to, because you have to remember they also have like contracts and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like
I was about to say, none of you put Roman Sands 2023 Ching on your most wanted games
honestly-
list.
I'm afraid to talk about it because I'm afraid you're gonna like hit me or something. So I
Okay.
kind of keep a little mouth shut with that.
So 2020 first prediction of the year. You ready? Spider-Man 2 will end on a cliffhanger, teasing a standalone Venom similar to the Miles game, like a smaller B game where, because you got, especially
Maybe, I mean,
given
that
that
would
Venom.
be really fun, especially if
That
you
would be
played,
sick.
especially if you played like Ultimate. Do you remember the
Yeah,
Ultimate games?
I've played Ultimate.
Like-
I'm gonna stream it this year.
I
Hey, Andy,
love that
that's
game.
not a
Dude,
crazy.
I'm gonna stream
Like
it.
that's not a crazy prediction. That could maybe.
It's not a
happen.
crazy prediction. I'm not saying it's a crazy prediction. I'm just saying because the reason why they made Miles was a very smart and calculated move.
So they
because
had a launch
knew-
PS5 game. Yeah.
Well, no, not that. Not just that particular. Not just even that. I mean, the main reason, because Ratchet and Clank was a launch PS5 game. They were said with that. The main reason why is because Spider-Man PS4, very similarly to Zelda, was like it was a huge release, right?
Yes.
I mean, and especially because of it being Spider-Man, there were a lot of people, not just like gamers, obviously, but like not even just like normal people. There were like nerds, I should mention, like comic book people that were starting to play games again because of Spider-Man, right? And because Insomniac was going to be making a few, because like Avengers was coming up, there's a lot of hype, so a lot of comic people were buying consoles again. Now the problem is, comic people and MCU people and all those people don't, they don't play games, and so they didn't know that games usually take a very long time to get made, especially nowadays. So they were immediately itching. Like I remember seeing people saying, "Oh, I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out in 2022." They didn't realize, no, it's going to take a long time. So in the meantime, Insomniac, who are famously really good at utilizing their resources, made a new game just new enough to make people feel enticed, but not too crazy to where they're rushing their development team and also having to come up with a bunch. They can still reuse a bunch of old assets because basically what they did, they just used the same city made Snowy, and changed up some movement and some animations.
Yeah.
That way, it gave people, it fulfilled, it satiated a hunger that they had for another, superhero action game, while they get to work on, other, like something like Wolverine or Spider-Man. But now that they're making Wolverine and Spider-Man, they won't necessarily have the need to make a game like
That's true,
Morales.
and I know the movie and video and gaming divisions are not that connected at all. But I will say, given that Spider-Man video games have been successful, and Venom is the biggest thing Sony's had in years, you gotta make a Venom game.
Yes, but Sony doesn't run this.
I know, but please, especially considering a Venom game would sell.
Well, the funny thing is Sony doesn't run it, but they kind of did. Because Sony were the ones who obviously got Insomniac. I mean, they're the reason why the game was originally exclusive to the Sony console, because
which is so funny they went to Xbox first.
Were supposed, because they were supposed to make the Amazing Spider-Man 3 game, or like a tie-off of that, and it obviously very quickly Amazing Spider-Man 3 got canceled, but they were just. That's kind of why the advanced.
Okay, it could also be like a shorter scope game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
I think what they might do something similar to because they also have to, because the DLC they made for Spider-Man PS4 is dick balls, and so they might try and make up for that by making a cool Venom DLC.
That'd be really nice.
That could just be a looser prediction.
But I kind of hope that they keep the goofy optics for the DLCs.
Anyway,
the DLC wasn't fantastic, but it was cool that we got Spider-Man content. Yeah, exactly. It's so cool that they did.
Literally,
they did a silver sable DLC that rocks.
All my favorite Spider-Man characters are the fucking D-listers. Hammerhead's my favorite character. One of my favorites. Top 5 Spider-Man villains.
He's pretty cool.
I was hyped as fuck. It was just they gave him a mech suit.
Yeah.
It's fucking lame, dude.
Yeah, actually, the first
Andy, what's your
Black
next
Cat
prediction?
DLC was great.
Next prediction.
Black Cat DLC was
This
super
one's a little sketchier, but I think it could
Also,
be
Black
real.
Cat was fine as hell.
She was so
So
sick.
the
Black
Wolverine
Cat
game
costume you get
is going to
good.
take place after Logan joined whatever this universe's equivalent of the X universe, but we'll have Logan doing stuff for something. The main quest will be him working for something a different organization than the X-Men.
Shield.
Yeah.
I think what they're going to do, I don't think it's going to be Shield, because normally, because they're pretty good at remaining faithful to how the tone of the characters. Normally, Wolverine, when he's with the X-Men, he's a superhero, right?
Yeah.
Wolverine, when he's by himself, he's a cowboy. Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole, he is the Lone Ranger that
it'll probably
he puts on the hat when Trouble's around, but he's not particularly a normal superhero. So I don't think he's gonna be working for Shield, because usually, Shield are Nazis.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They never really touched on Shield in the Insomniac universe. I don't know if they're gonna make it if they're gonna do comic Shield, or if they're gonna do MCU Shield, or just actually the good guys and awesome for some reason. But if that's the case, depending on how they do Shield is depending on whether or not that part of the story will actually happen. But I think instead, I honestly think it'll just be it'll be like a loose tie to the X-Men.
Yeah.
Where, like you said, it'll be after joining the X-Men, but he'll be going on a solo mission, but it'll have something to do.
Yeah, and there will be other X-Men in the game, but they'll be side quests.
Yeah, what I assume is maybe we'll be saying they found out that Stryker is doing something.
I wonder if Gambit will be a villain or a member of the X-Men.
Well, that depends. I don't even know if they might not full. I think they are going to show off the X-Men. At least, here's the thing: they're definitely going to show off the X-Men in in the way that Spider-Man PS4 showed off Mysterio and stuff as collectible stuff, or little Easter eggs. Or it's not going to be open world, but just in the world, they're probably going to be an X-Men. Maybe there's
there's like
You
a
don't think
Striker
it'll be
company.
open world?
I don't think Wolverine's gonna be open world, no.
I could see it being like a small open world. Like
I
a
think I
Based
could-
no,
linear.
based on like the hiring stuff about it now, it's linear.
Okay.
Like what they've been like what they've been advertising, like in the fucking job.
Anyway,
Yeah, because I could see it being like linear if it's like like a Yakuza size where it's like 2 city blocks.
I think it
It's
would be more
I think
like
they're gonna go.
I could see it
but
being like a
they're-
couple different hubs, like something kind of how Deus Ex is, like the new Deus Ex games are structured, where you have like a main hub and then like a larger thing that you do missions and side quests in.
I don't think it's no. I think they're just going for a straight linear
that would
story.
also work.
I mean, it's fine because like all you have to do is just make a good hack and slash. Like,
So
continue.
next prediction, I think Sony is, because part of the things that we learned in 2022 is as a response to the FTC deal, which is ongoing, Sony has been very shy about announcing new titles because they don't want to seem too big to government agencies. I do think we will get 2 new games this year out of them. The first is I realized I forgot to make a DS2.
Yeah, we're getting
prediction,
Wolverine
but
and
anyway.
Spider-Man. That already got announced.
I think Wolverine
Yeah.
still might be next year. I feel like it's gonna get pushed.
I think they're gonna be releasing Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Because also you already have Wolverine. Like I feel like doing Wolverine and Spider-Man in fall would be a bad idea. Like it would be better to give them both their own like release window. Anyway, I think we're gonna get an Astrobot game. I think that team, like not necessarily like a full like $60 one, but maybe like a 30 to 40.
Andy, this is when you're smoking dick. You think that it's crazy for them to release Wolverine and Spider-Man around the same time? You think they're gonna go for Astrobot?
Yeah.
You think that's where they're gonna put their money down?
Yeah. They've been giving them a bunch of smaller projects. I think
if an Astrobot game happens, it will be PSVR 2 exclusive.
Lid, that sounds very
what
likely.
What the fuck is Astrobot?
That's the character.
That's what I'm saying. You think they're gonna? This is where you're smoking.
That's
dick
the
again,
game
it's
they
like,
give you as a pack-in on the PS5.
Who the fuck has played Astrobot?
People.
Who the fuck
Andy.
plays like the Wii music shit that they fucking pack in with the fucking console? No, dude, you download NBA 2K12.
Look, all I'm
from
saying
the App
is that
Store,
that studio
and
was
then
the
you
only
just
thing
turn
that
up
survived of like
backshots,
Sony Japan.
You
So
you get off your fucking greater shift at Goodwill. You load up NBA 2K23. And then you play that shit until you pass out and you're Buffalo Big Man. You know what I'm
Anyway.
saying?
Dude, I've actually played the new 2, or not. I've played 22. It's so bad.
I
anyway,
played 22. 22 was a fucking stinker. Not 22. I played 21.
the other game that I think we're gonna get this year, well, not get this year, but will be announced this year from Sony, is Ghost of Tsushima 2
I think
because
there'll be a new Madden game this year.
that's not there.
And they already announced that that's happening, so.
Oh, they did? Okay. Well, we'll get like a gameplay reveal over the summer, but it's not coming out till sometime next year at least. Could be pushed back
I think
again,
there'll
but
be-
you know, we've like they've announced sequels to all of the big games that have come out from like 2017 through 2019 at the end of the PS. Tsushima's
hold
like
on, wait a second. There's a fucking hold on. We got a fucking anti-Semite in the chat. They said I played Astrobot. The controller gimmicks are fun.
Thank you.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you, Seinfeld
Okay,
the
dude,
Hedgehog.
I played Pussy. The controller gimmicks are fun.
Now,
Dude, you literally 4D squirt technology. It's amazing, man.
all right, Microsoft time.
Yeah, it really splashes water.
Andy, our ape's not going to escape in 2023.
No, I have given up. That was a foolish prediction.
Yeah.
Also,
Now that Andy's not predicting it, I believe we're going to get
also,
Escape for it.
Eli, guess what? You know what
Yeah.
Astrobot's thing is? It's a platformer designed to show off the gimmicks of the new PlayStation controller. That's basically Ape
can we-
Escape's niche.
Yeah, but no monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're telling me they're
No,
gonna
dude,
make, like,
not the no monkeys.
they're gonna make
Fuck,
like
I need
you
my
know,
monkey.
it's shut the fuck Cole. Shut the fuck up. God. You're telling me that they're gonna make instead of like Wolverine or Spider-Man or any of that shit, even like Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Well, I think
You're
Spider-Man's
telling me-
next year.
Shh, be quiet, my dear. You're telling me that they're gonna make like the fucking Avatar Paradise Xbox 360 game. You tell me they're gonna put their money down on that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
they
gimmick.
here's the thing. They shut down Sony's Japanese development studio. The Astrobot studio got most of their development team. They're making something.
They're not making Astrobot though, you idiot.
They
They're making
made
something called
multiple. They
Astrobot.
made like 3 Astrobot
Look,
games.
all I'm saying is they made an Astrobot game for the PS4 camera. They made an Astrobot for PSVR 1. They made an Astrobot for PS5 launch. I think it's honestly like not that off base of a prediction to say they might make one for PSVR 2.
Thank you, Lid. Thank you.
I think they're gonna. I think that Illusion Games.
Anyway, I'm gonna start with a soft one. We are getting an Xbox showcase in the spring. I know.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Jeff Grubb, but given that like they need a W, this is a free way to get a W.
Did you say W?
Yeah, I said W.
It's 2023, man.
I know it is.
It's
Anyway,
current year, man. We don't say that no more.
next up.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Andy,
we're gonna get a
Andy,
Gears of
Andy,
War.
we call them little people now. You can't.
I think we're gonna get a Gears of War 6 tease. I think that's that could be wrong given.
I could actually believe that because they keep adding Gears of War shit to Fortnite.
They do.
They like keep bringing
It's
it back.
true.
There's no other reason to do that because it's not like literally no one places the fucking gear skin. So it's just like okay, you're trying to add.
Can Zigzagoon learn surf? What the
Yes.
fuck?
Anyway, Gears 2 and 3.
I
I also
thought
think we're gonna
having
get a
a
Gears
stroke.
collection.
I
Like-
forgot you were playing Pokemon. I really thought I was starting. I thought you were having a stroke. I was getting scared.
So
I thought you were saying that Zigzagoon was in Fortnite. It's what I was
yeah,
confused about.
that'd be based. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, so like
Look, they
also
just
Gears
kinda
2 and 3 not being on PC, I feel like is different from like Halo 5 or Rare Replay because those are like behind Halo 3, like the biggest 360 games. You need to port those, especially if all the other Gears games are already on PC. But yeah, so that's my prediction. 343 is gonna let you play, because the reason why I say this is there was that glitch that was shown that you can technically play through most of Halo Infinite's campaign in co-op.
Well, it's still kind of buggy. I think that may have just been that they didn't
Sure,
want to fuck
but the
around
fact
with,
that
like...
a lot of the work was already in, I think means that like as a PR victory, they'll be like, hey, it's coming. We're actually gonna do it. Here you go. So I think that makes sense, but you know, we'll see. Avowed is gonna get a gameplay trailer, but we're not getting any Outer Worlds 2 news this year. We got because I watched that trailer.
Game fucking sucks.
I watched the CG trailer again, and it made fun of the fact that like CG trailers that are way out. So like that game ain't coming. We're not seeing this game again this year. More Microsoft. Okay, so I was thinking. So Minecraft Legends is the new like Minecraft kind of RTS esque thing. That's a tongue twister.
Did anyone play this shit?
Oh, it's not out yet, so no. It comes out sometime.
Wait,
this
what
year.
was the Minecraft game that came out that no one?
That was
Minecraft
Dungeons. Yeah, that was the not Diablo. I don't think anyone played it, but my assumption is that like the game is gonna start out end with a Ender Dragon fight as like, cause like it's an RTS. RTSs are maybe the genre that is most known for expansions and structures like that. So, like, the opening act of this game is going to be, like, a lot of the events from the base Minecraft campaign expanded into a more normal, video game structure that's not a survival game. And then later stuff is when they'll start adding more weird enemies and things. Minecraft Legends looks like Minecraft Bannerlord. That's being a bit nice, but, you know...
That's being a bit nice to Bannerlord, TBH.
This one is because I was like, well, I feel like Redfall is still... Because apparently they delayed it internally. Like, it was supposed to be May, but then they pushed it... Or March, but then they pushed it to May. I feel like we haven't seen enough of that game yet. It feels a little early, but I still think it'll come out by the end of the year. Like, maybe, like, another 3 to 4 month delay. But I still think it'll be out this year. So we're gonna get a Starfield trailer that's like, because remember the first world was basically one was like, here's a rocky moon planet that you're exploring. The other one they're gonna hyper focus on like this lush green planet that has a bunch of plant life on it, so that they can be like, hey, look, we have a bunch of different environments in our video game. We're not just Fallout in space aesthetically of just rocky desert canyons and stuff.
I hope the second trailer is different rocks.
It's orange rocks instead of gray rocks.
Yes.
That'd be funny.
Because I think that the big thing for this game is it's like real future. It's like hard sci-fi or whatever. So
yeah, it's in space.
It's like all the planets suck. So I don't know if they would do like a lush jungle.
Well,
planet.
again, it depends on how much.
Maybe a gas giant. If you're gonna do that shit, do a fucking gas giant. Do some cool planet. Like do the actual cool shit that exists.
No, they're like, I don't know how jungle it's gonna be, but it could just be look like fucking Iowa or some shit, like just an open field. But like,
is it gonna look like Talon 4?
Yeah, not maybe. Who knows? Next up, we're getting the Quake 2 remaster this year, and it's gonna be at QuakeCon. I was surprised we didn't get it this year. Honestly, I was a little surprised just because it felt like kind of an obvious 1-2 punch. But hey, you know. And I know it's happening because why would you get Night Dive to make a successful re-release of Quake 1 and then not let them do the Quake 2 campaign? I do wonder if we'll get a Quake 4 re-release, but that seems a lot less likely. But yeah. And then the final Microsoft predictions, I'm going to say that Indiana Jones game is going to be a first-person melee combat game focused on melee combat. It's kind of a weird...
I think it'll be third person over the shoulder.
That is, but I wanted to take like... Cause
it'll be like God of War.
Because I think there's an old interview from like when it got around that like they said it was like a combination of genres. So I could almost see it being... And I was also thinking of like machine games, so it's like, well, they're not going to make a first-person shooter because playing an indie game where you run around with like an assault rifle or a shotgun just wouldn't feel right. So I think like this like
It's gonna be like Sniper Elite or some shit like that.
I can't imagine an indie game that's more shooting than punching.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be.
I think also you could do a lot of cool stuff with the whip.
Or like Metal Gear
it's just I don't know why it's just crazy. It's just gonna be like Uncharted.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what's like.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they have
actually, yeah, we were being such faggots about this. We're like, actually, it's gonna be like Sniper Elite, or like it's like
literally just
no, it's gonna be like Uncharted or Tomb Raider.
I think that, but I think the fact that you gave
so long,
you gave it to Machine Games specifically. I don't know. It's a weird prediction. It's probably wrong, but it's not.
They gave it to Machinima.
Machine Games.
No, dude. No, dude. How did they get back?
We got a Capcom prediction. So. In 2020,
dude, who here wants to hold on? Shut up. Who here wants to watch Sandy Not Included?
Okay.
Who here wants to go on the Machinima bangers? Red versus Blue?
Actually, speaking of shitty YouTube, I've been getting into Ghetto Smosh recently.
I love Ghetto Smosh, man.
It's so good.
Anyway,
they're assassins.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Guys, we're at almost 3 hours. We gotta pick this up a little bit.
Hold on, wait, before you do that, how many blunts can I smoke today?
I wanna, can we finish this? Like, can we move on?
Yeah, so, I'm gonna say we're gonna get an announcement of a new Bionic Commando after the last thing that the
Bionicle?
No,
you gotta play Bionic Commando. It's the best Spider-Man game ever made. Specifically the Mike Patton one. From when it came out.
The one with the wife arm?
That game was... Yeah, the one with the wife arm. That game is so fucking good. I'm not like Joe Godfrey. It is amazing.
I've never played that game. I did play Rearmed a little bit this year. It was pretty good.
You have to play the one with the wife arm. It is the best Spider-Man game.
Okay.
Because not only is like the swinging physics, like again, it's better than Spider-Man 2 because it doesn't hold your hand at all. But once you get the hang of it, it's never like broken. Once you get the hang of it, you truly do. It's so fun to move around. But the best part is you have to manually shoot it. No, you have to manually shoot it though. You don't just press a button to shoot it out. Like you have to aim it before you shoot it. So it makes combat really, really fun because you're having to focus on both an enemy and where you're moving.
So anyway,
all right, you have to just shut me down like that. Whatever.
No, I believe it's good. I might stream it someday, but I don't know. Resident Evil 4 remake will completely redo Louise's original death. So this one's a weird point, but Louise in RE4 is a cool character. He helped you fight off the horde of like undead guys in that.
Everyone knows who Louise is, and if they don't know who Louise is, you explain that he helps you fight off the horde. Is it going to jog their memory?
Anyway, what I was gonna say is he goes out like a bitch in RE4, so I hope they do this.
He doesn't go out like a bitch. He goes out. It's
doesn't
like
he like throw the cure at Leon, and then like an enemy stabs him in the back, and it's like, oh, that's how you died. Like I feel like he deserves better.
It's like a surprise death.
Can I kill today?
Where he gets. You're not supposed to think. What the fuck?
Eli, I think you might like this one. Since Street Fighter 6 takes place in Metro City, for the second DLC wave, the second DLC wave of that game will have all 3 of the original Final Fight characters. I would say first DLC
I could see that,
wave,
although like Stu would be the really one to talk to about this.
Yeah, but you know,
as I've said before, I'm like the KOF guy, and Stu is.
But yeah, you gotta have Cody. You gotta have
Cody
Guy,
is Stu's name,
and of course you gotta finally put Mike Hagar in a Street Fighter game. What are we doing here?
Hagar the horror.
I think he's gonna be like gray-haired, so he looks like Thunderbolt Ross. Anyway.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
To tie in with the new announcement of the announcement of the new game that the new Onimusha that they'll be announcing this year, they're gonna do remasters of 2 and 3. This might be a little difficult given that like real actors' likeness and voices are in this, but they did remaster the first game, so I don't think it's impossible. I'm hoping for it. Seinfeld said, "I remember Sanity not included. I used to watch it with my friend at school."
Yes, dude. Sanity not included goes fucking crazy. You fucking get it, dude. It stinks. Do not rewatch. I have not rewatched it since I was in 6th grade, I think. But god damn, it's fucking bad. I remember some of it. It sucked, but I thought it was awesome.
Anyway, so this is a prediction that I remember reading a kind of a bold prediction, but I don't know if Monster Hunter 2 World 2 will come out. But I'm gonna say, if it does, it will sell better on PC than PlayStation in Japan. This is a big thing because I remember reading an article this year talking about how like Japanese Steam user growth has like apparently skyrocketed in the wake of like Final Fantasy 14 and a lot of other big stuff.
Yeah.
And PlayStation ownership has collapsed in the country. So I think this would be a good example of like,
dude, it's because nobody can get it's because it has no game.
That's true. It does. And the final prediction, we're getting X9 this year. We're gonna have to play.
I think they're gonna.
I gotta disagree with you on something here. I actually disagree with your Monster Hunter thing because PC gaming is not that huge in Japan.
No, but it's growing.
It's like
the thing.
It's growing, but I think Monster Hunter specifically is a series that most most people aren't really used to play. Even in America, don't really play mostly on PC. I think especially in Japan.
I think it did really well on Steam. Like I think it was.
It did.
Consider this: Japanese gamers, Monster Hunter players, really like to play the game outside of their house. And now that the game, the big one, the world, for a long time Monster Hunter was just on like 3DS.
Yeah.
And now you're split between Switch and AAA. So I don't know. I think the laptop players could, they could pull the weight.
True.
Dude, Steam Deck. Is it playable on the Steam Deck? Actually, Steam Deck's not out in Japan yet.
I was gonna say they don't have that in Japan yet. You stupid bastard.
They don't. It's actually
Steam
really
is popular
weird. It's
in
like the
Japan
first
because they
major
allowed board
console.
games. That's true. But yeah, anyway.
I guess there's like a massive Steam Deck black market in Japan.
We got
where,
Mega
like,
Man
if
8 4 years
They
ago.
go for like 60
Can you
times
hold on, wait?
Or
Can you
not
play
8,
Roguelite Evolution on the Steam Deck?
Dude, I don't want to know. Actually, probably. Hold on.
I don't want to know either, but I get it. Like,
Anyway, I really want X9 this year. I really want X9.
Is this just wishful thinking, though?
It is a little bit, but I think it's definitely possible.
I mean, we did get Mega Man 11, and I can see them
Oh my
doing
God, it does.
X9 before they do 12.
No.
Yeah, I think that anyway.
But
How many
I also just
goons can I come today?
Bamco time.
How many goons can I edge
This might be
today?
too-
Actually, hold on. I have a Capcom prediction. I think that dinosaur game is gonna come out. They're gonna get information on that finally this year.
Oh yeah, they had
The
a
one
beta
that's
for
not
that.
Dino Crisis.
Yeah, Exoprimal. They had a beta for that. It's probably gonna flop.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I actually find the idea of shooting a dinosaur with
It's
gun
not
very
bad.
attractive,
It's
so
that
I might
it's
enjoy
apparently
it.
just very not much. Like there's not much to it. But what is there is apparently fun.
The reason dinosaur games haven't really been doing well since
Since,
early
Turok 2.
2000s. Yeah, it's like Dino games ain't
Well,
really
it's
killing
Dino
it no more.
Crisis killed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember that one like horror game where you were in the trenches of like World War One and there's like dinosaurs? I swear to God, it's a real game.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a Source game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like A Day of the Dino or something.
It might be a little too early to get.
Probably Dino D-Day.
Oh wait. Oh, I didn't mean to write spring. That is the time. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Well, it's not affecting the stream, so we're fine.
We're gonna have to speed run this shit. You're pushing to 4 hours, brother.
Oh yeah. Well, why do you think
That's what
I've
Whitney
taken
has
so?
been saying to you guys every time you start talking about fucking superheroes or some shit.
That's
I
true.
don't
It's
even- we're
literally
talking
all
about
your
Goat-
fault.
We're talking about fucking goat-like evolution here.
I'll
Yeah,
kick you
sure,
if,
go ahead.
if you want me to speed it up, Bozo. I can kick you from the stream.
Okay.
Anyway, Pac-Man World
Do it.
2.
Let's
That's
see.
not supposed to be spring,
Do
but I
it.
do
Do
think
it
we're gonna
now.
get it this year. Because I
Andy,
feel
we
like
can't
given
see
the
your stream.
assets that they have, they could probably and I feel like development on 2 might have already started given the success. It's probably
Andy,
too
we
early.
can't see.
Oh, you can't see? Oh, you can't see. Yeah, let me fix that.
No one else can, you dumb shit.
Wait, no one else can? Oh. Sorry about that. Let me. There we go. Okay.
Too many to- I'm playing to.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Okay, there we go. Back. Anyway, yeah, I think I said that. I think Namco is definitely working on a new Klonoa after the success of Reverie, but it's still too early. We're just gonna get rumors.
I got Klonoa one time, and my doctor had to prescribe me antibiotics.
I
had to use Colour to get rid of Klonoa.
So Bamco actually has a yearly contract with like Toei and
Shit, for real?
Shonen Jump, where they have to make a Dragon Ball game every
No
year.
way. Wait, really?
That's wait.
They can do that?
Can't stand this nigga.
Anyway, let's
You
keep.
kick them.
Yes. Anyway, and also something I was realized I was like kind of unsure, but I
I'm
realized
being nice.
they
I
haven't
wasn't even being.
they haven't made a
You're
normal
4
3D
hours,
Arena
dude.
Fighter Dragon Ball game.
You gotta speed this up.
I'm-
They're making a new Dragon Ball game. Okay, we get it. Next slide.
Yeah, no, like it's we like they have.
Okay, we get next slide. Let's go.
Shut the fuck up. Let me talk. Let me fucking talk on my stream, damn it. It's like,
Go on, Andy.
so they like they used to make 3D Arena.
Fighters.
Oh,
They already made one of those called Dragon Ball Super. Game, go on, let's go.
no, hold on. Let me.
They
So
already made it. They already made it. They already made it. They already made it. They already made that game. They already made that game, Andy. Andy.
I'm getting annoyed at you too. Can you shut up?
yeah, I put her in timeout this time. 3D Arena Fighters or Dragon Ball games used to be like yearly things that we would like get all the time, and I remember thinking it's like, oh, it's been like a decade since we've gotten one of those, haven't we? So I think because I was originally thinking maybe Fighters 2 this year, but I think it's too early. I think we have to wait till at least next year to get the like proper Fighters follow up. But I think like given like that they just did Kakarot like 2 years ago, and they're probably not going to make a sequel to that, and I don't think we're ever gonna see a
I
follow
would
up to
love
what
if we
this
got a
year's Dragon Ball
Kakarot
game.
sequel.
It would be
I
nice.
would fucking love.
But I think this year 3D Arena Fighter makes the most sense given the slot.
That would be sick.
Tekken 8 is going to have rollback netcode, but you will never hear Harada talk about it. He's going to avoid talking about it as much as possible because he's mad that he lost this fight.
Interesting.
And I think it's going to be.
I hope it does happen.
Rollback netcode instead of delay-based netcode. Anyway, Armored Core 6 gameplay trailer. We're going to see it, and it's going to have a boss fight with Nineball, who is the big cool rival character of the series. Squeenix predictions. I think we're going to get Dragon Quest 3 HD. If not out this year, definitely released. I think it's time. I think because it's been like 2 years since we've seen it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to finally.
But you don't think it's coming to PlayStation?
No, because I feel like when it looks at like Square's been weird about not putting their HD 2D titles on PlayStation systems. Like they've been kind of inconsistent about it. Forspoken's Twitter highlights, the clips that people are going to post on there, will be worse than High on Life. Like, it's going to be bad. I don't know what they're going to have, but, like, man.
I could see it happening.
It's going to be really bad, yeah.
Did you, I forget, do you remember that like, High on Life did a parody trailer of the Forspoken? So, I mean,
yes.
That was the one good joke they got. That one.
Well, it's because, like, High on Life sense of humor sucks. But it's because it's like it's like
yeah, it's
Justin
the
Roiland's
easiest
sense
joke.
of humor is it hasn't been spread the way that like Forspoken's like weed and shit, that's everywhere. So like the thing is like there are people who genuinely, like the Roiland style of humor who aren't gonna make fun of it. It's really just like this one specific kind of area. Because again, it hasn't spread, it has become so oversaturated. Forspoken, everyone hates it. Like again, even when the dunce cap is picking on you, you're fucked.
Also, something else that I just realized that's worth pointing out. Rick and Morty, I think, turns 10 next year.
It does. It's my mom's favorite show.
Next up, we're gonna get a trailer setting up a new Star Wars game, and it's gonna be a teaser for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's gonna happen, and Twitter will explode.
I don't think that'll happen. Only because Kingdom Hearts 3 felt so final.
No,
Like,
they. So okay, continue.
No, they announced Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, they did. Okay.
And in the announcement trailer for it, if you look at a puddle from a specific angle, you can kind of see an AT-AT in the background of it.
What the fuck?
AT-ATs are so cool.
You know what? I actually can't make fun of you. I do that shit with trailers.
Yeah.
AT-ATs are cool.
They're so cool. I built a little Lego one yesterday, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, actually, wait, no. I think it was one of the not the.
I'm so happy.
It was
I'm so
the
happy for you,
two-legged
big
ones,
guy.
not the four-leggeds. Anyway, I think there is a chance because Yoko Shimomura is working on both that the Switch.
Damn. Okay. You studied that pronunciation. Jesus.
Dude, he did not flinch. That's the goat right there.
Damn.
Dude, Andy.
Boy, you practice.
I know that was goated. A fucking actual round of applause to Andy.
Can we get a golf clap for Andy, guys?
Anyway, I think you're gonna get Switch exclusive DLC that has Mario RPG songs in theater rhythm. I think that would be very cool, it's
a nice, neat little prediction.
Yep. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake has made changes to the timeline and the status quo.
What?
I think the ending of this game is going to have Cloud getting impaled with the sword instead of Aerith.
You're gonna roast you so hard for this.
Oh,
no, I can actually here's the thing. I can kind of believe this happening because I've been watching Joe play it. It is kind of setting that up. Because like what they're doing that's interesting with the remake is that
I don't feel that at all.
It's not just a remake. Like the whole thing of him like realizing this has all happened before. right?
I was about to say, like, bro, I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you, but just it explicitly, like, in the third act especially, takes it completely, like...
Finish this game.
And
this sounds fun as fuck.
And also...
it literally just completely...
It's not fun.
It is. It looks fun.
And also...
I enjoyed it, what I played of it. I thought it was a nice little... It had spectacle to it.
The other
It
thing...
had...
It did have spectacle.
It had the Spielberg joie de vivre.
But anyway...
The animation is quite dynamic.
It is a very good movie.
Intrusive on the player.
It was delightful.
So the thing...
The sound effects are fun and crisp, and they perfectly and eloquently played the combat. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think the way they blended the classic...
Okay, you're doing it too hard now.
Okay.
You're doing it too hard.
I'm not fucking with you.
I don't give a shit. Can we fucking move on?
Eli, you can leave if you have to. But the thing that I was going to say about this is that, like, Aerith's death in Final Fantasy VII is the key thing that is allowed to prevent the meteor from crashing into Earth at the end of the game to killing everyone. Her not dying would have real consequences, and having it be Cloud die instead in that scene, I feel like would be so iconic. Such a great twist.
I think so. I actually, you know what? I'm with Andy on this one. I think that I support my friend.
Watch me be so fucking wrong. Anyway.
No, but I do think the game is kind of setting it up because they're setting up they're kind of setting up like his own, like he's like wallowing in his own self pity, right? He like that is like half of all of, like, from what I've seen, of like every conversation in the game. It's just him wallowing, like him depressed in this little hole that he can't get himself out.
The first Final Fantasy, and then go back.
That's the game we're talking about.
Anyway, final prediction for Square. So, Final Fantasy 16 has been very, like, we are a serious dark fantasy game. I know Final Fantasy. You can't hold it in. There's gonna be a crashed alien spaceship dungeons with robots in it. They can't keep the sci-fi out of Final Fantasy.
Ooh, that would actually, Andy, that would be sick. But Andy, you're making me hype for Square Enix games, which I didn't know that anyone could do.
Thank you. I'm glad.
I was saying, Final Fantasy 16 having some, like, going back to, like, the sci-fi roots would make my little wee go.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sega. Or sorry,
I mean, there's
Sega.
sci-fi stuff.
Sonic Frontiers 2.
We've
I don't think that we'll see any Dragon Quest 12 in 2023, but that's what I'd like to see.
I'm going to make a negative prediction. We've been pretty positive on the prediction train. I think Like a Dragonetian is not going to have an English dub at launch because it's set in old-timey Japan, in like 1800s Japan. So I think it would kind of thematically make more sense.
I mean, why would I want to play those games with an English dub?
Well, I mean, it probably will have an English dub just because
I play the English dub sometime for the memes.
Like, I mean, well, that's just kind of because, like, even Sekiro, takes place in.
I think it will have a Kurosawa mode.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's so funny that they put that.
Oh god, yeah, the Kurosawa mode. That was so embarrassing.
So I think this year's, like, Treasure has been hyping up. We're bringing back a series. They said that recently. We haven't heard anything since. I think it's time for Gunstar Heroes.
It's not going to be Gunstar Heroes. This is actually Sonic Frontiers 2 coming out in 2023. No, Rebecca, we've established that, yeah, 100%. This is just a dream world of sugar plums and candy and little candy.
Look,
cotton candy.
It probably is, but I mean, both of the parties have been. I feel like the time is right. I feel like this one is just.
I don't think Gunstar Heroes is going to be it, my brother, man. I don't think.
I think whatever Treasure is working on is going to end up being an NFT project.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway.
I can actually see that. The one time I will say this, I think Lid is 100% spinning. And I'm not just saying that because Lid has huge muscles thing. They could beat me up with it. They love to flaunt that all the time and send me pictures of their big muscles saying that they could fucking put me in a fucking headlock if they wanted to. I'm just saying I have
Lid, I just saw your tweet. Good tweet.
Hyenas is a game that is a new live service shooter game that they teased. This game has no legs. There's no way this game is going to take off. It's going to flop.
You say that, but I don't think you understand the armada of China. They love shit like
That's
this.
true. That's true. It could do well in China, but at least in the States, it's gonna flop.
In the States, it's DOA because the States, you know, our white asses be still playing Destiny 2.
Next up.
Yeah, they're not cracking.
I think we're getting
fucking
Persona 6 this
Destiny
year.
2
And this isn't wish list.
fucking
I've never
Armada.
played a Persona game, but I feel like we are done with 5.
Andy, if there's anything you need to know about Persona, it's that they're gonna announce it, and it's not gonna come out for 5 fucking years.
That's true. It this year definitely.
I think it could get announced.
Persona 6 will launch holiday 2023. You are smoking dick.
The main reason
it could get announced. So that's it.
The main reason why I was optimistic about this, and this is yes, obviously it was announced at the 2017 Switch show. But from like the first real trailer of SMT5 2 release was very quick, and I want to give Atlas a chance, but I could obviously be wrong.
They haven't even announced it yet.
No,
like, they haven't even said that we are working on this.
Okay, yeah.
It's implied they've said it.
Yeah.
And also, I think it will come to Switch and not just PlayStation.
So Sonic Frontiers announced DLC probably for the end of the year, where you get to play as the other characters.
Dude, I want to play
assumingly.
Final Fantasy VII now.
You should. It's a good game.
It's fun.
Man,
I'll even do the first one first. You know what?
I think
I can.
I think that
You can't
I can slog in.
I think
you can't pay attention enough.
Thank you, Bozo. I think that this game's DLC is going to take place on the Starfall Islands, the same base locations as the main game, but they're just going to shuffle around all the stuff, like all the bosses, all the Emerald portals. They'll probably get new cyberspace missions based on the new characters' abilities, but yeah, I don't see it being very ambitious.
Andy, do you think Knuckles will hunt pieces of the Emerald?
Probably.
Emerald.
And finally, I think we're gonna get next year a SA1 and 2 compilation. We've seen assets used in Frontiers.
Hold on, I'm sorry. The Sonic Adventure Collection, you're being more careful with than your Persona 6 prediction.
Yeah.
Because Andy actually knows stuff about Sonic.
That's true. I'm wildly spitting him out. I also think 2024 makes sense given that Sonic Adventure's US or Japanese 25th anniversary is holiday this year, and the US 25th anniversary would be fall 2024. So that would spring 2024 would kind of split the difference. Also, Sega's been really it took a long time for that Colors remaster to come out from launch, so I feel spring next year.
Colors remaster.
Yeah. Anyway.
What were they cooking? Yeah.
That's what
I don't have a full Sonic slide this year. I just have a
couple.
Remaster. We're not getting a movie, so I don't have room for a whole Sonic slide. Anyway, time for general.
Emancipation Proclamation Act remaster.
Skull and Bones is gonna launch in the low 40s on Metacritic and be forgotten immediately. There's no way.
I keep confusing Skull and Bones for that movie Bones and All. I don't know why every time you bring up Skull and Bones, you're talking about the Timothy Chalamet cannibal movie.
There's no way we're getting this game is gonna do anything well. It's a flop. I think this is kind of a weird one. I'm not that knowledgeable on Assassin's Creed. I know the first campaign's a ninja. I've seen enough from the series. I was originally gonna put they're gonna try and double back and redo the Desmond story, introduce the Desmond storyline, but that feels like with how 3 did it, not worth it, and I don't think they'd really be interested in doing that.
I don't think they're gonna try and bring back Desmond. I think Desmond
he's gone, but
I think his storyline ended.
But I think you're gonna have create a character hub for the main thing, and then you go do the missions as stock Assassin's Creed ninja guy.
Well, no, I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna because their most successful was the one that took the Egypt one, or the one that took place in Greece. Those were the two that were their most successful. Those are the ones where they were I say loose in quotation marks. It's still an Ubisoft game, obviously, but loose in the sense of you got to pick your character, you got to design them a little bit more. There were quote unquote RPG elements, so they're probably gonna try and lead more in that direction.
Skull and Bones is so funny because it's just why didn't you just make a new single player IP that's just Ass Creed 4 boats now that Ass Creed isn't always pirate adventure stuff. Anyway. So EA's losing the FIFA license. I don't think they're gonna do
License.
and the reason I do have some evidence for this, which is that like the last time, yeah, you gonna miss your license,
Yo, you know what? I'm not gonna do Andy like this because he went off. He nailed that Yokozuna, whatever the fuck.
He really did. He nailed that. He nailed that. I can't say that.
Yoko Shimomura.
Can I? You know what I will say, Andy? By the way, you can activate Windows.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Can someone donate Andy like $30 for a fucking Windows?
I think it adds character to my PC. Anyway, I like the last.
Andy ain't got the G2A Windows key.
So the NFL 2K series was the last time we saw a sports game like lose the license for the IP, and it bombed. Like I feel like on average having the official name there, even if you have the player's license, makes a huge fucking difference. So I think soccer.
I don't know, not with FIFA. Not with FIFA.
Maybe
because
not.
Everyone who watches soccer hates FIFA. They just love the players.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, they love Rape Naldo.
Yeah, if they get Rape Naldo on the cover, I think they'll be fine. Because they'll have 1,000 British kids with ears bigger than Dumpy and cheeks redder than a tomato.
Yep.
They'll like buy the shit out of it.
So, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Survivor is a game. It takes place in between the original trilogy. They're gonna let you fight Darth Maul. They might save it for Game 3, but I feel like at some point that it's inevitable.
No, I don't think so. I think Darth Maul. I don't think they're gonna do Darth Maul. I think they're gonna do Grievous.
They have been showing a bunch of like, but the thing is like Darth Maul is actively alive in this part of the Star Wars story. Grievous is kind of fucking dead. Like he's super dead.
I think the Glove Shido fight is gonna go crazy hard.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go so hard when you turn 40, Eli, tomorrow. Because I gotta say, I picked out a great cake. You're gonna love it in the break room. I got Royal Crown, your favorite soda. I got Royal Crown, your favorite soda. I got some.
Is that a real soda?
Yeah, it's like a really old soda. It's like really old.
Go on.
Soda.
I think it's like they've been teasing it for years. They've been doing. I think BioWare's really gonna be like, okay, we gotta ship something for the new Dragon Age, and I think we're gonna see something with real gameplay and an announcement for spring next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
I don't know if BioWare will be able to come back.
Bozo,
I wasn't even like.
Oh no, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I'm just saying this prediction you're gonna love.
Yes, Daddy. I didn't mean to say
Alan
like
Wake 2 will give in to fan demand, and there will be a major character Remedy will give in to major fan demand and have a character.
You just spelled Alan right, darling. You just spelled Alan right.
I spelled it like
it's A-L-A-N, not A-L-L-E-S.
And he spelled it like the wrench. That's working class Andy's on.
But anyway,
working class Andy.
You're gonna have someone with Sam Lake's face in that game.
Maybe I don't think so because they already there was that the Max Payne game was already gonna do that.
Well, my thing is they should put him in his face in every video game they make.
They should. The thing that makes Remedy amazing, I've pointed this out before, is once you work with them, they will always bring you back. That was what made Control so much fun, was that every single person that's ever worked with Remedy was in it. Like, because the voice actor for Mad Max is in all of their games, literally like almost all of their games except for maybe I think Quantum Break.
Oh, they made the Mad Max game?
Not Mad Max, sorry, the voice actor for Max Payne.
Oh, okay.
You know the voice of Max Payne. He's in because he's the president of the company in Control, but I think
Control is such a good fucking game, dude. That kind
Sam
of
Lake, yes,
like
no, he's not the voice actor, but he's the facial likeness.
Anyway,
that like 6 months.
Talking about the
between like Control dropping and then Death Stranding dropping, dude, we were cooking.
We really were eating.
Anyway,
but no, I was talking about the voice actor for Max Payne, who is separate from Sam Lake. He was the president in Control, and he's literally been in all of their games. But I think what I'm trying to say is I think Alan Wake 2 will have him because they always do, because fans always love to see him show up, that voice actor. And I think Sam Lake
they'll just hold that. They'll just keep that in max pay.
All right, gotcha. I think Hollow Knight Silksong is gonna let you play as the knight from the main character of the first game, in like a Richter mode style thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it depends on like how. Like, you'd obviously have to customize, change level design a bit to fit him, probably, but I think you could make it work.
See, I'm skeptical about that, and the reason why is because Richter mode is you get to play as this fucking Chad who kicks ass, and the what's her name? Hornet, right? Like,
yeah.
She's just cooler than the Knight. So
Eli,
like, would feel like
I
a
understand. I compared the main character of Hollow Knight to your husbando, but you don't need to get so defensive. Hogwarts Legacy's final boss is going to be a reskin of a boss right from the early of the game. This happens a lot for like projects like this. Like, I remember this was a big deal when Order 1886 came out. I think Gotham Knights had this problem. I could be completely wrong, but it's a thing that happens to a lot in like Western games with troubled development or like rushed ending, and there's no way this game is good. Like, I refuse to accept it.
Hogwarts Legacy? No. I mean, it's not made by a good like studio. Like,
dude, people got fewer. People like fucking were doing Hitler speeches in my fucking mentions.
I remember
when I said that, like,
you see the person that was like, oh yeah, well look at what From Software originally made. It's like, yeah, but you understand they've made other things.
They made Armored Core.
They made shit.
Can we stop pretending that everything From Software made? Like, From Software made so many interesting games before they made Demon's Souls, even before Miyazaki even walked through.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like they were doing shit. Like, that's why they're a bad comparison. Because like, like again,
and also people standing for the developer of Dragon Ball Z sagas and fucking Attack of the Power of Juju. Great stuff. Anyway, no, that was insane, Cole. That was really nuts. So Dead Island 2 will manage to get decent sales and have. This is not me rooting for Dead Island 2. This is me making fun of Dying Light 2.
Dying Light sucks. I don't know if anyone here is a Dying Light fan. If you are, I'm sorry. Dying Light is fucking ass.
And I thought 2 looked good.
The biggest problem of that game, it's a game about parkour, and you have a stamina meter. And I know you can upgrade later to get rid of it. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be there to begin with. Also, the combat fucking sucks, and the fucking parkour sucks. The parkour's not fun. It's worse than Mirror's Edge.
The only thing that's fun in the game. The only thing that's fun in the game is that you can get Excalibur, but then they like nerf it or something.
No, the only fun thing in the game is throwing shit at the back of people's heads.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's the only part that's fun.
That's pretty good though. So Batman in the Suicide Squad, he's gonna make a noble sacrifice near the end of the game, like maybe break control of the brainwashing. Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably, but I honestly think they might kill off Superman.
Well, yeah, probably, because it's not like.
Yeah, well, no, they're gonna have the if I go crazy, will you still call me Superman needle drop?
Okay, you're talking about Kryptonite by Three Doors Down, motherfucker. Get the fucking name right.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
If I go crazy, then we'll
moving along.
So, Warner Brothers is making a Gollum stealth game for some reason.
Holding my hand.
In terms of making fun of it, I think.
I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman mind.
I think they're gonna do the.
Kryptonite.
Fuck you. Let me talk. I think they're gonna do the Hobbit chapter where Bilbo meets Gollum and does the ring as a motion comic. I don't think they're gonna let you play through that for some reason. That just feels like something.
It's such a specific fucking thing.
It is, but it feels real. It feels real.
Hey, buddy, hug me, brother. You know what I'm saying? Come
on. Space Marine 2. I don't think it's coming out next year. I feel like what they showed at the Game Awards this year was a lot of stuff where I'm like, this looks like it was stuff that was in the first trailer and there wasn't much. I think it'll be put next year, but we'll probably get Bolt Gun this year still, and that'll probably be
Final
good.
Fantasy VII for the first time.
But yeah, you do that. Bolt Gun is the boomer shooter, by the way. I hope it's good.
Actually, I do. Space Marine 2, I have a lot of hope for, because the guy doing the combat designer is the guy who did the combat design for Doom 2016, and
The first Space Marine I think is fun. I don't think it's an amazing game, but it's a fun, just like you want to.
It's a game that definitely could have used a little more time and money to be something really great.
Yeah, but now this one does have the time. This one has the money, and again, they have the talent, which is the most important part.
Yep.
So
we have the technology. We can rebuild it.
I think they're gonna let you fight a predator in that aliens over the head shooter game. That might be too optimistic. Disney might be like, no, you're not putting Predator in this IP, but.
No, actually, Predator's been showing up a lot in
comics.
They might want to make a new Alien vs Predator.
I would like that, but I think it'd be cooler to just like have it like.
I would like it just so that finally the Predators can wipe out your bitch ass xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Fucking back
another fucking xenomorph down.
Another xenomorph down.
So, Crash Team Racing, the remake they did, launched without microtransactions. They waited to put that in for a month later. I'm pretty sure another Activision game did that. I feel like that new Crash multiplayer thing is absolutely going to do that. They're going to trick people and be like, oh, it's so fair and easy to get everything. This store seems like built like it's like a live service store. I wonder why that is. Oh, this one's really mean and specific, but to cover up a controversy that Blizzard has, no idea what, could be anything. They're gonna reveal a character that's color and aesthetic is light blue and pink. Then they're gonna reveal that character isn't actually trans. I think.
Yeah, probably.
That.
I think that they will have a skirt go spinny character.
Absolutely, you got to do it at some point.
Fuck! I accidentally started disc 2 instead of disc 1.
I think so. Metal Slug Tactics we haven't seen in a while, but I think it's still probably coming out this year. I think they're going to let you play as the characters from Metal Slug, like the games that appear outside of the original trilogy, as like you can unlock them further out because it is a roguelike from what I understand. So that would be a cool thing. This one is the most cope desperate one of all time, but. Come on, man! You did Windjammers. You gave people who like insane Pong. Give me Neo Turf Masters. I need the golf. I need it. Has anyone else here besides Lid played the Neo Turf Masters?
Played what?
Neo Turf Masters.
Nope.
Yeah.
So Sunsoft did a presentation this year that's like, we're back, we're doing some NES ports. I think they're going to do the Chameleon Twist games because they tease they have one other thing. That's the biggest thing that they own that they haven't released. And
I think that Square should go back to being called Squaresoft.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So you know how there have been a bunch of leaked old Duke Nukem games throughout this year?
Yeah.
Randy Pitchford is probably upset about that. So as punishment, he's gonna put Duke Nukem DLC in Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Like, remember how there was Duke Nukem DLC for the Bulletstorm release? It's gonna be like that. Anyway, yep. Good news, Eli. It's time for Nintendo.
Yeah, I can start paying attention again.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland is going to feature a new final boss in the True Arena, who's going to be an Eldritch version of King Dedede instead of Meta Knight. The reason why I say this is we've got Galactonite, Dark Meta Knight, and what's the butterfly one's name?
Morpho Knight.
Morpho Knight. Thank you, Eli. We need to have like a crazy, like, strong entity in this universe that uses a hammer instead of a sword. I think that's something that would be valuable.
Shit, wait, is this... Oh shit, this cutscene.
I don't think that's true. First of all, the true final... Like, the final boss will still be Bangalore Soul.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna add some stuff, and I think this makes sense. I hope they also put in the Dream Collection, like, challenge modes that weren't in there.
That I think they could do. I really don't think that they're, like... Even though HAL is generally better than a lot of Nintendo, like, I don't think that they're going to add a new boss.
We'll see.
Especially Yeah. So
Fire Emblem
anyway,
Engage is gonna allow you to do an incestuous relationship for gameplay
10 out of 10
reasons.
video game. Let's go.
But it won't be by blood. It'll be like adopted siblings or some shit.
Wait. When you say incestuous relationship, are we just talking about men and women, or like what are we going for?
It could be. I don't know if they're gonna do gay or not. They'll probably just limit it to straight, but who knows?
I'm kidding. I don't want to.
Also,
I would
Boymore,
never. That's disgusting. I would never play.
I'm
Fire.
glad you appreciate it. Bayonetta Origins Thesera and the Lost Demons is not going to be an origin for any of the existing Bayonettas from Bayonetta 1 through 3. It's going to be a completely new Bayonetta, so they can cop out and be like, you know. Because Bayonetta 3's big thing was that it was a multiverse.
We're going to go through, by the way, this prediction again, and it's not going to be even that you're wrong. We're just going to forget that this game came out.
Yeah. They're charging $60 for this game. I can't believe that. That's nuts. So I think we are getting Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on Nintendo Switch Online. We saw, like, the emulator they made for Advance was leaked, and it was pretty far done. But I think the 8-bit Game Boy games, I think those will be for everyone. I think they'll everyone who pays into Nintendo Switch Online. Advanced games are going to be locked behind the expansion pass. The reason why I think it's going to be this way is I can't imagine you being like, hey, do you want to play golf or alleyway? Give us $50. Like, granted, Nintendo Switch Online has done a lot of absurd things. That feels a little too far for me. I feel like you can't put 8-bit... Like, even if there are a lot of genuinely great 8-bit Game Boy games, I feel like you
there
can't...
aren't.
I'd say that. Well, if you count Game Boy...
There's a handful, not a lot.
I'd say there's probably, like...
okay, anyway.
But yeah, like, you're not getting... You're not putting Game Boy Advance behind the free tier, no matter what. Hold on one second. Pikmin 4... See, Olimar wasn't in the trailer, and I remember hearing, like, near the end of Pikmin 3's DLC, they were teasing that Louis was gonna do some shit, so I think there might be a new main character for the first time.
Can I... Sure. Olimar is not the main character in Pikmin 3.
Oh, that's right, he's not.
He is a significant supporting character because you try to find him at the end of the game, but he's not playable except in the deluxe version that he has a side story, but it focuses on different people.
Never mind then, this one's just flat out wrong.
But it might launch in July, we'll see.
This one's cope, but the game's done. I gotta believe, come on, you can just like silently shadow launch it. Please.
Well, the thing is, they want to make money off of it, though.
They do. Well, that's why they'll just ship it. They'll just be like, here you go. Well, you can buy it.
Here's the thing, and no one cares, like, about the... Alright, no one who's gonna play this cares about the Ukraine stuff. Sorry, like, that's just the case.
Yeah, I gotta believe. I think this one might be a bit too optimistic. And when I mean Final Cup, I just mean the last 4 tracks, not necessarily even the last wave of DLC. But I think, like, because I'm very convinced whatever the next Mario Kart game after 8 is just going to be full of crossover stuff, I think having, like, a T into that makes a lot of sense. Like doing that feels like a good send-off to Mario Kart 8. This one is also a cope, but I feel like given the development schedule with how Chunsoft works, getting a remake of the second Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game this year doesn't feel impossible. Also, I am
like Explorers of Sky.
Yeah. Also, I'm a baby Zoomer who likes Explorers of Sky a lot, so you know, it is what it is. This is the final slide. We're almost done, folks. Hope you're ready.
Thank God, dude. I want to finish the movie I was watching. So,
I mean, you didn't have to join. I appreciate that you were here, but you didn't have to join. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is based on Spain. Now, they could do, like, something like... I don't think they're going to do, like, Kalos or Not Britain.
Andy, if they do a fucking Pokemon Spain DLC that's based on Morocco, you're gonna like cause a race riot. You're gonna fucking like they hate Muslims. They would be so mad.
Well, no, just the map will be there, and like I know it's a stretch. I know it's but like I don't know. It feels because it's just close. It's like if you're gonna do a big DLC or like area, where else are you gonna put it? Anyway, Metroid Prime, we're gonna see it this year. It's finally time to see it. They're gonna put Silex in that game. They've been teasing him for years. Lid, do you have any opinions on any of the predictions I've said so far?
I don't know what a video game is anymore.
Okay.
Here's my Metroid Prime 4 prediction. Krakomeyer coming back. Our boy.
That'd be cool. I wonder if there'll be a skeleton this time.
Like it'll be like Dry Bowser.
Breath of the Wild 2, they're gonna bring back a ton of items. They're gonna bring back the boomerang.
Oh, I hope so.
The hook shot, the iron boots, and the Dominion Rod from Twilight Princess, because the idea of magic rod that controls other enemies feels right up that game's alley of physics
Andy?
shenanigans. Yes?
What if they bring back like the Cane of Samaria?
That would also be cool. I'm down for any kind of magical item.
Now I'm gonna be mad if that's not it.
So I think I'm still on the Nintendo Switch is November. I have definitely think March 2024 is very possible, maybe even more likely. But I think when you look at the thing is, if you are Nintendo, I can't imagine looking at any developer who finished and shipped a game after January 2020 being like, yeah, your next game is going to be on the original Switch. Like, no, I feel like everything leading up to this would make sense on the Switch 2 anyway. So and the fact that like after Breath of the Wild 2 they can kind of just ship one or two medium to small titles and have like still a pretty decent year, and the fact that like having the Switch 2 come out in March I think would hurt the holiday sales of whatever the big Switch game is, no matter what. Because the thing is, you got to remember is that like the Wii U basically didn't have a holiday title, and while the 3DS did get like new Pokemon and stuff, that wasn't really direct competition. They co-supported them for a while. So I think I am gonna say November is more likely, but we'll see.
I will say if it happens this year, I think it might be when Tears of the Kingdom launches.
No, I think it's way too late because Tears of the Kingdom is May. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that had a solid date.
Yeah, no, it's now granted,
it's late.
It's possible that game could get delayed still, but you know.
No, they're not delaying it if they've given it a specific date.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is Nintendo, and my final prediction. It's the only double down one I'm gonna say. Whatever happens, it could be 2024. Whenever the Switch 2 comes, there will be Odyssey 2.
I could see a new Mario game. I'm not 100% sure it'll be called Odyssey 2.
That's very likely.
But
it'll probably not be called Odyssey 2 because they saved for fucking Galaxy 2. Well, they've never done that.
And
so
3D
will they
World.
finally make Mario Iliad?
And you forget, Joe, they also made 3D Land and then 3D World.
Oh, true. But even then, that's still like not really the same title.
It's not the same title, but I would say that it is. 3D World is absolutely a direct sequel mechanically to 3D Land. But yeah, what did you ask,
Yes.
Lid?
I said, are they finally gonna make Mario Iliad?
yeah, we heard you.
Well, you should have done that
This
first.
fucking cracker, dude.
That's a pretty good joke. Anyway, we did it.
Oh
We survived another year.
Here's hoping that all of the good things I predicted come true, and only about half of the bad things that I predicted also come true. Thank you to everyone who showed up. It was really cool having double-digit viewers for almost the entire stream. That was nice. Blue Spruce, if you're here, look forward to. I'm finally gonna play the thing that you bought me over a year ago. First stream of 2020. Well, the first multi-game stream of 2022. Starting this weekend, probably Saturday night. 2023 will be Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. So look forward to that. Anyway,
it's not a real game.
Tell that to
That's
them.
not a
They
real
bought it
game.
for me. Bye bye.